buy any animal product, right?
Yeah.
Because you decided to go vegan. So if you already bought the any like non-vegan thing in your house, for example, in your fridge or something, or you have the clothes,
Hmm.
leather, etc., like you don't have to throw them because you already paid for this thing before, right?
Yeah.
So you can consume these things until they end. But from now on, when you are paying money to something, you need to always consider, is it vegan or not? For example,
Not
like
only,
if
yeah,
you're,
not only food, especially clothes as well.
yeah, also cosmetics. For example, if you are buying the shampoo or shower gel,
Oh yeah.
it must be also vegan, it must be also cruelty free. So you can check the Roseman. In the Roseman, you can find the vegan cosmetics, vegan shampoo, etc. And even the toothpaste, even the toothpaste must be the vegan. So you need to consider if you are paying money something, is it vegan or not? Always you have to ask to
Mic check,
yourself.
mic check.
Yeah. Hey, hey.
Sorry, I wasn't muted in the fucking
Ruslan.
Discord server. Sorry
I will
about that.
consider all the things what
Okay.
you said.
Come again?
I will consider all the things what you told me.
Okay. So nice to hear that. Thanks again for the being vegan, or being not the reason these animals are being exploited anymore. And we will be in touch, like if you want to join, for example, 2nd November, we have the street outreach event, Cube of Truth. You can join to us. It will be in the Stad.
My mic is supposed to be much better
I will check it
sounding now.
out.
Okay.
Maybe too much.
Alright.
So
Guys,
let me know if it's too strong
yesterday
now.
I went to McDonald's, and I can tell you that I was so happy because for the first time I found a vegan burger at McDonald's that did not taste like falafel. So, you know,
Not gonna lie, I was gonna jump them for being a numpty if they were gonna, oh, and I ate a juicy burger.
like convince them to become vegan. I did show them the 3 minutes video, but like I felt like those people are monsters. Like I don't know why they did not get convinced by the video alone. So we went there. They all ordered like their casual food. So I thought like I'll just order a salad since I don't really like the falafel taste. And then I found a new vegan burger and I just tried it, and it like literally tasted just like normal meat because I lately became vegan. It's like just 1 month. I didn't totally forget how meat tastes like, and when I tried the vegan like meat burger that they had, it was like I was like, wow, that's like.
Yeah, McDonald's burger is very convincing, by the
I
way.
even made them try it. I was
I
like,
have
you know
tried
what?
it.
Try that and try the thing that you're eating right now.
What the
There's
fuck
no
is this
taste
shit?
difference. So
Some
why
kind of shit keeps
be the
jumping at
reason
me.
of killing an animal and abusing it and torturing it instead of just eating the same burger that I'm eating, and you just save an
Who,
animal
Donnie?
instead of harming it.
Just 17.
And they
Make
taste totally the
sure-
same.
Make sure that when you do this, that there's no animal cheese or stuff like that.
Yeah, no, there was no cheese. It was actually a cheese because usually I don't really like cheese on my burgers. I mean, I used to like cheese, but not until I tried it somewhere else and it turned to be rotten. From that time, I don't really trust cheese.
All the tech
yeah.
issues, bro, took me out. But we're here. We're here now.
Nice.
Donnie, I was gonna jump you. You sounded like, in the beginning, you sounded like one of them carnists who come in and like try to trigger us vegans by saying, oh, I just ate like a juicy burger in McDonald's, but I gave you a few seconds to cook it, right? To like finish your sentence. And I was like, oh yeah, they're talking about the McDonald's vegan burger. That's fine.
Oh no, because Tone was like telling me about the impossible burgers in fast food restaurants. I didn't find any where I live. So yesterday, because I was like in a highway, I was going to the capital city, and I found a McDonald's on the way because my friends were hungry, so they went down. I was like, okay, I'll just eat a salad at this point. But then like I found the burger, so like I came to like tell Tone that I found the impossible burger.
It's a Beyond in McDonald's. So yeah, it's the McPlant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that here. Not every country has it, so yeah, they're not bad.
When I had one years ago, it was pretty good. Well, very realistic, relatively.
Yeah, the one that I had years ago was falafel, and from that time I did not trust any vegan burger at McDonald's until I became vegan lately, and I decided to give the new one a try, and it tasted good.
Well, I'm glad you found one.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't falafel.
You haven't had the right falafel, because falafel tastes fucking awesome if you make it the right way.
Yeah, no, I did have falafel, but the falafel burger was just not it. The falafel burger tasted so bad, like, you know, the taste that just entered my mouth, I was like, ugh! Like, that's how bad it was, you know? So, by the
I
way,
see what you mean. Yeah.
that falafel burger was the reason that I hated falafel for like 5 months of my life. And then I went back to eating it again after I got convinced that that's not how falafel tastes like.
Try running it again, I guess.
Hey, Killa, do you want to have a conversation with us?
Dun, 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 dun. You know, one thing that actually made me fall in love with vegans is that I can see their efforts in trying to make this world better because, like, they make everything for free. All of what they're doing, their businesses, they're not getting anything from it. They're like, they're not getting, I mean, they are gaining people being vegan, but they're not getting money. It's for the interest of the people that they're helping and for the interest of the animals and for the interest of the world. It's like, it's all for free. Like, you know, most like animal abusing companies, they do everything for money, but when you look at the vegan options, they're mostly free. Like, you can see that those people truly want an impact. They truly want to change. And that made me love veganism.
Oh, Chip, I think the problem is on my side, not yours. It can't find even CD documents for some reason, so it's kind of some kind of a weird shit happening.
Can you run this command to see where you're at?
Sorry, can you put it in the chat as usual? I don't know what.
Oh, sorry, I put it in the Discord chat, but I'll put it now in the regular chat.
Oh, whichever. This echo blah 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 CD. Yeah, I'll run that.
Yeah, echo percent CD percent. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now what?
Where are you?
The same place. System 32. Oh, maybe that's the issue. Why is it showing me System 32?
Yeah,
I'm on 64.
Yeah, exactly.
But why? All I did is like just open it as an administrator. Weird shit. I'm gonna.
But where is this located normally?
What?
Where did you put the
Plugin?
repository that you?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because it can't even pass CD documents. It can't even find that. The system cannot find the path
specified. But we can navigate to it. But we can navigate to it if you know where you put it, because I don't know exactly where you put it.
I have all that info right here. So how?
Can you paste it somewhere so I can explain? So you can navigate up from system by doing something like this. I put it in
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. When I'm taking the first step, it's not like it's saying the system cannot find the path specified. But for some reason, it's in system 32. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah,
That's an
but then
issue.
I think System 32 on Windows is it's in the Windows folder, right? So you gotta
Yeah.
navigate up twice, and then go to users, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know what
So
you're
you gotta
saying.
go. So you gotta do this twice, this command twice. This one, cd space dot dot.
Okay.
Wait, maybe you can share your screen or something. Maybe you can share your.
Is it gonna dox me?
Oh no, wait, yeah, maybe don't.
Yeah.
Not on YouTube. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, don't do that on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I can work without the things. Let's do it later. It's fine.
Okay. But the new plugin doesn't require all that stuff, by the way. The new plugin just requires you to put it somewhere and then add it.
Oh, you didn't give me the new plugin. You gave me the beta version.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the version where I don't have to do some shit.
Okay, I'll send you the zip version that you don't have to do this, okay?
All right. Okay, I'll install it later. So, okay, let's have a discussion. Anybody in here? Kodo, what's up? Kodo. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
All good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Are you vegan, Kodo?
Man, not.
Sorry, can you come closer to the mic? Because, like...
Okay.
Oh, that's much better. It did sound much better for a second, but... CEO! What are you doing? Are you carving into shit again? Thank you. I appreciate you so much. My brain, it just cannot handle like the background sounds.
Hola.
Hello, Filek.
Hello. Just checking.
Belek.
Ali. Navidad.
It's funny.
Hey.
I hope you can't hear the baby sounds.
Baby sounds no.
There's no baby sounds on my end now.
Yeah, they're like...
She would be worried.
My neighbors have a baby and they're like playing with them and like screaming "yay" with the baby. But I guess the filters are working well. Fuck my life. This place. There's absolutely no like way to like isolate sound. Oh well, I pay less than everybody else for it. What's up, Abbas? Mr. Abbas Khan? Should I call you Mr. Abbas the entire title?
Abbas Khan. How do we pronounce your name? Mr. Abbas Khan.
Yeah, I think the American like A wouldn't work in names from the Middle East, you know. So Abbas is probably not it. It's probably Abbas, something like that. That's my
Abbas Khan, Mr. Abbas Khan.
Yeah.
That sounds like a slur in a different language.
Well,
You Abascan.
you mean like in general, or is there like actually a slur like that?
No, it just sounds like one.
All right, gotcha. Yeah.
M Safe Diaz. Do you want to have a conversation? M Safe Diaz.
Aren't they deafened?
Oh yeah, they are. You're right. Sorry, I didn't see
Yeah,
the
that's
icon.
right.
Well, I did see it, but I didn't pay attention to it. Yeah.
Kodo, what's going on with your mic? Come back. I was about to interrogate you about why you're not vegan. Come back. I want to do it still.
I am not a vegan.
Why not?
Because I am sportsman.
Okay. Why does that mean that you can't be vegan?
I need amino acids and.
You said you need amino acids?
No, I don't need amino acids.
Sorry, so what did you say? Why is you being a sports person exclude you from being vegan?
Just vegetarian.
Sorry?
What?
You are vegetarian?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Why are you a vegetarian?
It's cool. It's cool.
What? What do you mean? Chip, flex again. You're on stream.
Sure. You see, you can build muscle easily.
Go Chip.
Bro.
Go Chip.
Bro. You
No
are
problem,
like
man.
actually growing since I seen you last time, right?
Yeah, I've been growing a lot. I'm also eating a lot and growing, but I gained like 4 kilograms.
Oh,
I'm
dang.
growing so fast. I don't know how people have a problem, but if you work out hard enough and you eat enough, you're gonna get muscle. It doesn't matter if it's
Chip,
plant-based.
that's
or
a lot of salad.
That's funny. All right.
Sure.
All right. So why did our favorite vegetarian Kodo get silent all of a sudden? Come back. Have a conversation with us.
What do you mean?
No, I just asked you why you are vegetarian.
It's fun. It's not crime.
You're vegetarian because it's not a crime?
No, and I have some gain in body building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wait, baby.
Sorry, again, I don't understand why are you are a vegetarian for that. Do you think like vegetarians are better at bodybuilding than non-vegetarians, or?
Because Arnold Schwarzenegger is a vegetarian.
Well, not really.
No.
He's like a vegetarian who like promotes the vegan diet.
Okay.
Yeah. And you just saw Chip flexing, right? He's like really, really big. His muscles are really big. And Chip is a vegan. So I don't know why you're vegetarian. I think you should be vegan.
I like milk. I like milk. Drink milk.
Yeah, so? I like kicking babies.
Damn.
Thank you for sharing, I guess. I don't know.
I like drinking human blood.
Yeah.
You're a vampire, man. You're a vampire.
Well, you also drink secretions of mammals, so the liquids of mammals, you and Chip are the same.
You are pretending to be a baby cow. That's kind of weird.
This is silly. By the way, guys, is my mic sounding better today? Because
You sound good. Same.
same.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. On my recording, it sounds better, probably.
It sounds great.
Thank you.
It's on the YouTube that it seems to have lower volume. It's fine on Discord.
Oh, all right, gotcha. I don't know, it's weird. Like, it's been sounding weird on the recordings and on, like, live streams and stuff. I just plugged it into a different USB, and now it just like shut up in gain all of a sudden. So
Some USBs have less power outage, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
yeah, fucking. This is like the worst thing about my computer. I unplug one USB and all of them go away, and some of them are just like crap USBs, and I don't have that many of them, so I have no idea what to do with this computer. Maybe I don't even know. Like it's connected to the motherboard. I don't even know if I can like change the USBs and put like more of them in there or something like that. I have no idea.
You can via PCI Express. I think there are some PCI Express options where you can add extra USBs, but you know, it depends on which motherboard, how old it is, and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's I think it's like 4 years old, the computer, and it's I regret it because it was like about $150 cheaper than all the other ones, but I bought the Asus comp and then filled it up with a bunch of stuff. So I think the motherboard is Asus, which they're not great, are they?
Well, I mean, it depends on the specifications. You can check what PCI Express version you have and see if you can find a PCI Express version, a PCI Express board that you can attach to the main board to attach more USB-Cs. I think that's possible. It might not be cheap though, because I don't think that's it. Not a lot of people want to do that.
I can help you with PC parts if you need.
Yeah, I can go to a local store where I bought it and just like ask them to replace it. It's like not a problem. I'm just unsure if it's like even doable because it's like melted onto the motherboard or something. Where it's like the bane of my existence. I remove one and all of them go absolute bonkers. So I just had to like troubleshoot my camera, my lights, my microphone, everything. Fuck.
I mean, if you find a good USB-C, you can always buy like a USB-C hub or something. I don't know. But whatever, you know, like there's a lot of solutions, and I think Tone can indeed help you. Tone is smart.
I'm not smart. Trying to troubleshoot stuff remotely with me, it's like I go into panic mode. You know that, Chip.
I thought you're smart. Stop it. Like, you know, if you judge a bird by their capability to, what was it, that saying? That if you judge a bird by how fast they can climb a tree, you know, you might say that's smart or something.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying about this specific thing. When you try to troubleshoot computer stuff with me and whatever, I get just frustrated and start like, oh, fuck this shit. I just get really frustrated. What's up, Sean G? Sean G, what's up? What's up, Yosef, I think? Yusuf? Why do, when I say their name, they just leave? Do I immediately sound intimidating or something?
Nah, that's just normal. People are scared. A lot of them just want to lurk. Listen.
You're literally 600-pound gorilla.
Yeah. Pouncing on the non-vegans.
I'm tiny. Ask the people who met me in real life. I'm tiny. I'm not intimidating at all.
But you're one of those people who, yeah, I mean, you're not like a big person, but like you're one of those people who feels like if you mess with them, you're just like somehow gonna get your ass kicked. You don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's just gonna happen.
Why? I'm tiny. What's up, Rico?
What's up, bro?
Yo, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
What do you think about veganism, Rico?
What?
What do you think about veganism? The name of the chat, I don't know if you've, when you entered the VC, if you saw what it says.
I'm from Morocco.
Awesome. I asked if you know what do you think about veganism? Your English not so good, Rico? Or?
Yes, in English not good.
Okay. Well, maybe just listen then. What's up,
Okay.
Shili? Hello, Shili. Hi. How are you doing? Are you a child, Shilly?
Child of God.
Don't prompt it. It's my prediction. My prediction today is how many people are going to invoke God as a justification for
Oh.
eating animals.
4.
It's about to say like 3, I think.
Yeah. Oh, holy fuck. It's Lazy Friday.
I'm gonna dress as an alien and go on the street to have conversations
Alien?
with people.
Bro, you look so
That's right.
buff. You already look like
Yeah,
an
I'll be a buff alien.
Like big sprite.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. You can tell them that they're not your species.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But they can rest assured I'm only killing the wild humans, not the the ones that are over here.
Yeah.
Pretty rare.
Or the backyard ones as well. Like if it's local, it's fine.
Yeah, if they've been grown for that purpose to be killed, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I'm out of drinks. I'm gonna go get some drinks. With all the tech issues, I forgot to care for drinks.
You can always try starting an event if you want.
Fuck it, do it.
Yeah, do
Let's go.
it. I can do like a really long boy today, I think. I haven't eaten though, so I'll probably take like an eating break. But other than that, yeah, let's go.
Oh. Oh no, that's no. I think we've got some time. Yeah. We've got an hour.
What are you gonna be eating, VPM?
They've just walked AFK.
Yeah, I saw that. They're gone.
Ripperoni.
Someone who exists, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm pretty good. Never had a bad day in my life. Do you
That's good.
think that's cool? Yeah. How do you feel about animals?
They're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool. I agree with you. Yeah. Do you think we should exploit animals?
No.
No, we shouldn't. But do you think that when we're farming them, we are exploiting them?
No.
No. So, what do you think farming an animal is?
Agriculture.
Sure. But what is it? What do they do to the animal?
It just depends on the farm.
Tell me in your ideal scenario, what do they do to the animal?
Most of the time, my grandfather, as an example, he grew up on a farm in the 40s or the 50s and 60s. He was born in 44. And that was his family's main, like how they ate. They would eat eggs every morning from the chickens. They would feed the chickens. They would get milk every morning from the cows. And it was
Yeah.
self-serving to them and their needs.
Let's take the milking of the cows. That's an interesting one. So why do cows produce milk?
They were bred that way by humans.
Well,
it's
no,
also
because
part of
humans also
nature.
produce milk. Humans produce milk.
Yeah.
Other animals produce milk. Why do
But in the
mammals produce
cows,
milk?
they do it for their children.
Yeah, exactly. So do you think that they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
It's also like my grandfather artificially inseminated his cows.
Yeah, exactly. So farmers impregnate them. Do you think that's fair to do to an animal, to forcefully inseminate them?
I feel like it's pretty fair because then it gives you the trade-off of milk.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So if we do that to a human being, it would also be fair because we would get human milk.
Yeah, but that's not how the reality works.
No, that was a hypothetical. That's not happening in
Yeah.
reality. So if hypothetically speaking, I forcefully inseminate a woman, then it's okay
Well,
because
sometimes
I get to take away their milk.
that not just that, but people inseminate themselves so that they can provide a child for someone who can't have one. You know,
Yeah,
so-
sure. But they do that with consent, right? Like if a woman cannot give consent, does that mean I have the right to inseminate them so that I can get milk from them?
Yeah, but that's just humans. It's
Yeah, so
different from
do I have
animals.
the right to do that? Do you think it
Yeah,
would
we
be
can do it
fair
to
if I
animals.
choose? Do you think it's
What?
fair if I choose to inseminate a woman so that I can take away her milk?
That's
She cannot.
humans, though.
She cannot consent. Yeah, she's a human, but she's an intellectually challenged human being, so she cannot consent. Would it be okay for me to do this to her?
Fucking shit keeps
It'd be like
jumping.
Jane the Virgin.
Some kind of
Oh
a
shoot!
commercial keeps jumping.
It would be like, you know that show, Jane the Virgin. She got artificially inseminated by accident.
Yeah,
By
I'm not
And
talking
then
by
everyone would
accident.
get.
I'm talking about by intent. I intentionally inseminate a
Oh.
woman who cannot consent. Would that be okay?
No, it's not.
Okay, but if they're a different animal, if they're not human and they're a different animal, it's okay, correct?
Yeah.
What's the difference there that makes it okay to forcefully inseminate
They're an animal.
one woman of a species? Well, humans are animals also. That's why I said another animal.
Yeah, but like, there's a reason for it, you know, and not just
Yeah,
that,
go
they
on.
do
What's
it
the
for
reason?
endangered species. You know, if there's an endangered species they're trying to resurrect, they need to do that, or you know, use science.
Was your grandpa like preventing cows from like from just going extinct by inseminating them forcibly?
No, I'm just saying that's just another example of where people do it for animals, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, but
what's-
I fail to see why it's good, why it's okay to do it to a human, but not but why it's okay to do it to an animal, but not to a non-human animal, but not a human animal. Like, what's the difference there that would justify this view?
Because they're an animal.
humans, animals.
You're an animal too. That person is an animal too. So if that's the justification, that should mean it's okay for me to do it to a human being also because they're an animal.
It's just like how things are, though, you know.
Oh no.
But so wait,
But
if it was how things are to do the exact same thing we do to dairy cows, but to humans and make them dairy humans, would you just say, oh, well, that's just how it is?
It would be in an alternate universe.
Yeah, I'm not asking if it's an alternate universe. I'm asking, would you say it is what it is?
Well, no, if it's humans, no, but like,
Okay, so what's the morally significant difference? That's what we're trying to find out.
it's what we've been doing forever.
No,
and it's part of.
Sorry, that's a different question. I'm asking, like, what's the morally significant difference? So, do you think this for all animals? Just to be clear, do you think we could do this to dogs and then send them to the slaughterhouse and artificially inseminate them for milk? Do you think that?
No, because it's not the right kind of yield. It's just a dog.
Wait.
Need a cow for it.
So do you think it would be wrong to do that to a dog, though, if you could get loads of yield out of them?
No, because it's a dog.
Oh, okay, so it's any animal who's not human.
I mean, there's tons of slaughter going on and I live next to Hereford, Texas, and where they do so much. Like, it's the beef capital of the world, right?
Okay, hang on just a second before we go on to this storyline. Can we just find out the difference? Because you're saying, okay, well, it's justified to artificially inseminate to violate their autonomy, but you're not explaining what it is about a human that protects them from those things and makes those things wrong to do. But to any other animal, absolutely fine.
Well, you know, you're not going to be doing it to dogs or turtles or...
No, I'm not saying if you're going
for farm animals.
In your view, it would be absolutely morally fine to do it. and we're asking why.
It's just normal. Like,
okay, so if it was
people need to eat,
to be
right?
clear,
People.
yeah, no, I get that. So just to be clear, if it were normal to every February kick dogs, every single dog you see, just kick them on February. It's just tradition in a given society. Do you think it's justified?
No.
Okay, so it's not the fact it's normal that makes it justified morally.
I don't. It's just a weird moral stance to take, I guess.
Yes, thinking something is moral because it's normal is indeed a weird thing to say, because then anything that has been normal, like using people as slaves or killing people because they're gay, like anything that was held normally would be morally justified.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so can we go back to finding out what it is that's different about all these other animals? That means, okay, I don't consider you, I don't care about your autonomy, I can send you to the slaughterhouse for your milk and take it away from you, but not a human. What? There's got to be something about them.
Well, cows, right? They produce a lot of milk.
Okay, and if I produced a lot of milk, say I produced the amount of milk of 3 cows, would it be justified to exploit me? No. So that's not a difference.
We're on that topic.
Pretty much. Like, it's a food chain thing. Like, do you think all the animals in the wild ask to be eaten in the wild?
Oh, hang on. So would you kill an infant who didn't belong to you genetically?
No.
No. So I don't know why you're appealing to the behavior of another animal in the wild, because they will do that. A lion will go to a pride, and one of the first things they'll do is kill all the babies who aren't theirs. You wouldn't use that as a justification. So I don't know why you're doing it in the context of food.
I guess. All I think about is, like, the food, like, that's why they do it. They do it so that we can provide for the people.
Yeah, but you could provide for people by killing human beings and feeding them to people. Apparently, they taste similar
then
to
you
pigs.
get kuru. You get if you eat humans, you get a disease called kuru.
It depends what part of a human you even eat, and that's the case for parts of some animals as well. So I don't even take that to be true.
That's fair.
Yeah. So again, do you have a reason other than food source? Because humans could be a food source.
I guess not. No.
Okay, so far everything you've said, we've kind of reduced it down to something that's either inconsistent or would lead to some sort of absurd conclusion in the human context. So do you think it's important at this point to maybe reflect and say, I actually don't have a valuable justification for doing this to cows?
They're just animals.
We've already addressed this. I don't know why you're retreating. Do you notice how you're retreating back to something we've already dealt with?
I guess I don't think of animals as people. You know, they're just.
You don't need
animals.
to think of them as people or as human beings or anything like that.
Because you keep pitting them up against people.
Well, so basically what a vegan does, saying vegan doesn't tell you that I value a pig exactly the same as I value a dog or a human or a mouse. I'm just saying I value every single one of them enough to not pay for them to be exploited and killed or hunt them or do anything horrific to them. So no, that's not what's being done. You don't need to see them as a human or anything like that. I recognize I don't have hooves like a cow, or I don't have a tail like a dog. That's not what vegans are telling you to do. They're just telling you to consider that inside that cow is a mind, a sentient being, who has a will to exist outside of your perspective. So you should consider them as well.
I guess so, but they want you to eat lettuce.
Wait.
Sorry, I was talking to my friend.
Bro.
So hang on. Can you just tell me at what point I said eat lettuce?
No, I was talking to my friend. Sorry, he was in the background.
Yeah, but
yeah, he wants to join the conversation. He's in the chat.
Hello, I'm the friend.
Hi. Just to let you know, at no point did we compel them to eat lettuce.
Oh, I know. I was just making a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, are you going to leave animals henceforth?
I mean, I do promote the safe and value side of agriculture, like raising a cow, feeding it, giving it a good life, and then slaughtering it. I do not like the fact that all these big companies are taking these cows and putting them in big pens. Like, I think I look at this as like, man, that would suck if I was in that pen. I would not want that.
Oh, yeah, true.
I would not want
And
that.
you know what would also suck? Being sent to a slaughterhouse. So why do you think it's... Yeah, why do you think it's okay? No, why do you think...
I do see what you guys come from. I do see, like, I don't like it either. Like, I would rather get my food from somewhere else. Like,
Go for it.
Like from plant sources, so go vegan?
Yeah, I wouldn't go vegan myself.
Wait, so you've got two possible worlds. You've got a world
I got two
where
possible
animals are respected and not sent to slaughterhouses, or one where they are. Which world do you think is better?
I will go with the one without the slaughterhouse, because I would stop slaughtering them. But we're not going to stop slaughtering them. That's the big truth in my eyes.
Hang on. So wait, do you just engage in every behavior that happens regardless of how good or...
Can I talk real quick?
No.
Hang
on a second. Hang on. Do you engage in every single behavior, bad or good? Because we're not going to fully stop every single behavior that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Can you repeat that? I'm not really understanding.
Yeah,
can you repeat that in a different way for me?
Yeah. Do you engage in every single behavior that happens, good or bad, stealing purses from grannies, murdering people?
I don't like this way that you're explaining this stuff. You're explaining it out of context. Like, I know I'm not going to steal a purse from a fucking grandma, but you're saying, since I said no to this, that means I'm on your side, which does not apply. Can I please explain your side of the story?
No, it's not necessarily... Hang on. No, you're misrepresenting. It's not necessarily that you're on my side. It's that when you say something... Yeah, hang on. I'll explain. It's then when you say, well, it's not going to stop, you can't then use that justification consistently because you wouldn't accept it in another context. So why are you saying it now?
Okay, can you explain in a different context that you think I wouldn't agree with? I want to hear that one.
What do you mean, sorry?
You just said you have another context that I wouldn't agree with.
Well, you wouldn't steal from grannies just because
I wouldn't.
You're not going to stop. Exactly. You're not going to stop everyone from doing it, though. Mm-hmm. So why should I stop stealing from grannies? You're not going to end granny theft.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I can see your point now. I can see it.
You can see it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
But coming from a place that has a lot of farm places, I can see where you guys are coming from. I do understand the point of, like, eating vegans. I do respect you guys.
We don't care.
A lot.
We don't care about your respect.
I do find it kind of fucked up what they'd be doing. And, like, it does not look healthy. It does not look fun. I'd rather get my meat from a safer source.
I'll show you the safest source. The safest source is buying the...
You're going to say it's not eating it.
Just to let you know, like, I've been on the farms as well. I've seen dead piglets in bins. I've seen dying chickens who can't even reach the feed. I've seen free range, happy places where animals are literally dying. Like, it's not good either way. A safe
listen, would you rather, like, if I was a farmer, I'd rather have animals around me that are safe in the farm, living their life to the fullest, and not surviving or dying into winter in the cold.
Oh, wait.
Can I insert one data?
I just want to ask real quick. How can an animal be safe with someone if they're going to send them to the slaughterhouse?
I will, why, They're not. They're going to die. Yes, they're going to die.
No,
It's
yeah,
not
they're
good
gonna
they're dying.
be
So
killed,
how
aren't
do I
they?
have to eat at the end of the night? I'm raising this whole animal. I'm putting my
let's
energy
be-
into it. I'm
let's be
caring for it,
careful with
making
our
it doesn't
language.
die of a sickness.
Let's not euphemize things, okay? They're going to be sent to be killed. Are you safe with me if I'm going to, and I know I'm going to do this, I'm going to send you to the slaughterhouse. Are you safe with me?
I mean, are you going to feed me and raise me my whole life?
Yeah, I'm going to look after you, and then at about probably 20 years old, I send you off to the slaughterhouse. Are you safe with me?
I think so. You're taking care of me. I know I'm going to die.
Oh my god.
That's good.
Okay, I'm done there. Someone can take over. Wow.
Wait, I just
mean,
want to...
deadass.
One second, Felix.
Someone's going to care for me and be like, hey, I'm going to kill you at 20. Be like, cool.
Kuhu, so I actually have a study right here, right now, and that's all I wanted to add to this whole conversation, because you seem to think that large farms or factory farming are bad, but in fact I show a study right here where the animal welfare on smaller dairy farms is actually slightly worse than the animal welfare on a large dairy farm, aka factory farming. So your claim that factory farming is bad is actually
Think about the different scale.
it's just an emotion you have towards it, because when you see it, you see the animal being objectified, but in reality the animal is objectified regardless of the farm size.
I see.
This is the study I think that you're talking about.
I can think there's so many small scale farms and so many big scale places. Let's say, like, I don't know, comparing little dudes to big dudes is never a good thing. It's not something to do.
I have a question.
What's up?
Do you care about causing less suffering?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Do you care about causing less suffering?
Yes.
Okay. And if veganism causes less suffering, would you go vegan?
No, I enjoy meat.
Wait. That's a contradiction. Then it tells me that you don't give a fuck about suffering. It's that simple. Just when I ask about
on the table, you're asking
if you don't care about suffering, just straight up say, just you don't give a fuck about suffering, causing suffering.
Okay.
But if you do care about causing less suffering,
our cow slaughtered. They're shot in the head right instantly. There's no suffering.
Wait.
If you said, like, if I'm fucking slugging a cow's sugar and watching it die, I'd probably be like, dude, that's kind of fucked up.
Those two questions demonstrated a contradiction. How can you care and not care about suffering?
Felix is always on point.
That's a contradiction.
I don't know, man. You got me in a pickle. You got me in a bucket I can't get out of right now. But I know the only way I can get out of it.
Because you're in a logical contradiction. Because you're in a
I just
logical
enjoy
contradiction.
I just enjoy me, but you guys are attacking me. I won't say.
I'm not attacking you. I'm just testing your logic. I'm not attacking you. I'm just testing your logic. That's all I'm doing.
Can we just say, by the way, like, you're not being asked to give up, like, meat. You're just being asked to have plant-based meat instead if you really want it. I've literally...
Can I tell you guys a funny story about plant-based meat?
Jesus Christ.
Can I tell you a funny story about it? I went to Whataburger for a while, and I got the Impossible Whopper, and I didn't know it was plant-based. Like, I didn't know. I ate it for weeks, and the guy was like, hey, you know this is plant-based? I was like, shit. Is it?
Okay, so like, this is the thing. Like,
hey, can I finish? I wasn't done. I said, hey, can I get an Impossible Whopper? That's what I usually get now.
He's talking too much. Like, I'm getting pissed off. Not gonna lie. I'm becoming not charitable.
Yeah, basically, you're not being asked to give up meat. You're just being asked to have plant-based meat. So when you say, well, I like meat, and I'm in a corner, and I can just get out of this,
I have to give it up.
I wasn't. Hang on, you just told me to stop talking over you, and then you literally just talked over me. What the fuck?
Sorry, my bad. My apologies.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, like, so when you say, oh, well, I really enjoy meat, and you put me in this like corner, you can just get out of it by just going vegan. Like, I'm about to have like a vegan ham sandwich, and then I'll probably have vegan chicken for dinner. Like, I've not had to change very much at all. You're not being asked to give up all of that. You're just asked to just make sure it's not coming from an animal.
Okay.
Can I just go back, because I didn't really I didn't think you were being very honest with the last question. It's fine to, if you want to defend a view, but do you really think you'd be safe with me if I premeditated like your killing and then I took you round to the back of my garden and shot you in the head? Would you say I'm really safe with you and I haven't done something to cause you harm?
How long do you have to think about this?
No.
There you go.
You wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say I've caused you.
You caused me harm, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad we've cleared that up, because I didn't believe it. And obviously, I could make a horror movie out of that. We could make a horror movie out of
Yeah, be like a good, like, where are you from?
The UK.
The UK? UK girl kills American boy. That would be a good Netflix documentary.
Don't hit on vegan
it would
gays.
be a horrific crime documentary, because the things that we do to non-human animals, if we
But you know what I would say about that documentary, though, is that, hey, at least they shot him in the head and he didn't have to suffer much.
What the fuck?
Wait,
I don't think that would actually, if we're being honest, I don't think that would be the focus. I think the focus would be how wrong it was that you took their life away from them, right?
I do see, like, I know one thing I do see a lot in vegan stuff is that you guys like to show a lot of the like other stuff, like one of the other not like bigger companies and like more gory, like slaughtering them, like slitting his throat.
Can I tell you why?
I do kind of find that fucked up.
Can I tell you why that happens though?
Yeah.
Because the vast majority is factory farmed, and you just said you went to the Whataburger or something, right?
Burger King.
Okay, Burger King is a factory farm, and you didn't realize you were getting the Impossible Burger. In your mind, you were going, I'm going to go to this place and buy factory farmed animals. So you say, oh, I don't like that, I think that's fucked up, but you'll happily pay for it. So that's just...
I'm getting a burger. I'm not thinking about where I'm getting. I'm hungry.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, we're telling you to think about it, right? We're telling you to actually think about it because of the consequence to the animal. And you've acknowledged that that's a horrific thing to do to an animal, yet you're still paying for it, even in what you believe to be the worst kind of outcomes for them.
Yep.
But there's no right way to kill someone who doesn't wish to die, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I got you in your sleep and I said, oh, I'm going to kill him, but he'll not know, and I popped you some sleeping pills and killed you, I've taken your life away from you. Fundamentally, that's just wrong. Even though you didn't know, you had no idea it was coming, no fear. It's bad. And yes, humans are different from other animals, but there's nothing about us that's so special that can't also be extended to them. They feel, they fear, they love. Like all these things that we value in the experience of a human being, these animals can also experience, maybe even to higher degrees. They can hear better than us. Some of them can see better than us. Some of them can smell better than us. Is it so far-fetched that maybe they're even feeling things more than we are? So that when they go to the slaughterhouse, it maybe is even a worse experience for them. Maybe.
But because I'm confused, like we have this conversation, but what in your worldview, Kuhu, what in your worldview justifies the needless exploitation and slaughter of animals?
Bit food on the table.
Yeah, but it's optional food. It's not. It's needless, right? Like it's like saying it's justified for me to kill somebody to have dessert.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I can't get from vegetables that I can get from meat.
Ooh.
Well, I'm actually a certified nutritionist, so can you please enlighten me what it is that you can't get from plant-based dishes that you can get from meat?
I mean, you put me in a bucket here. I don't know. To be honest with you, sir.
But you made the statement. I didn't put you in any bucket. You made the statement. I just asked you about your statement.
Saying, like, I'm not going to sit here and try to argue with something I just can't. You know, I'm not going to sit here like a dumbass.
So then don't make the
on your word. I
statement.
was not gonna sit here with a pot. Like I was. You got me. Like, tell me. Like, I'm curious now. I want to hear from you. You're a nutritionist. Enlighten me.
Well, nothing. You can be healthy on a plant-based diet. You don't have to trust me. We have evidence. We
what?
can provide you with evidence. Everything you
Yes,
can
yes.
get, you need, you can get on a plant-based diet. That's what we're saying. So then,
What can I
killing
get from a
animals
plant-based
for
diet?
an
Like,
optional
I
food
was asking,
is
like,
cruel.
What?
What?
Is it? Well, you said you're a nutritionist. Like, so give me some examples with some other things I can eat besides meat that gives me the same nutrients as meat.
Tofu, tempeh, soy chunks, beans, lentils, chickpeas, pasta, rice, bread. Come on, I mean, I'm sure you know what food is,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Food
what I was
isn't just
asking.
meat or
I
animal
didn't know.
products.
So
What is that?
that chip guy, you're a vegan? Just so I can understand.
Yeah,
So
I'm a
the
vegan
vegan
and an
side?
animal rights activist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I have this question, like some
Oh,
nutrients.
wait,
we don't
1 second.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Dolpix, you gotta wait because we were speaking to Huhu.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you can talk.
Yeah, no
you can
problem.
talk. I want to hear him.
Sure.
Continue.
So I can talk?
Yeah. I'll give you permission.
Thanks. So I have this question, like plant-based diet can't give us all nutrients, like protein.
Yes, it can.
Like protein, it's crucial. Okay, what plant can give us protein?
Oh, brother. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna turn my camera on yet again because it seems like this is the day where I have to show off my muscles. I guess
Let's go.
it is. Okay, can you guys see my camera over here? Can you look at me? Okay,
Yeah.
well, there you go. Muscles build on protein, brother. Build on plant-based diet. How do you think I got all the protein to build these muscles? You don't need animal products to build muscle. It's as easy as that. All plants contain all 9 essential amino acids.
Yeah, I understand your point.
Yeah. So if you can adopt, like, let me put it this way. If you were to have a solution for adopting a plant-based diet, would you then stop oppressing animals and adopt a plant-based diet?
It's a yes or no.
Dolpix, if you were to have a solution where you could adopt a plant-based diet with a guide, maybe a step-by-step plan, would you continue supporting animal exploitation or would you stop and adopt a plant-based diet?
Can you repeat, please? Because I didn't hear it quite well.
So if you had a solution like a step-by-step plan or a guided help or access to a nutritionist for free, would you stop oppressing animals and adopt a plant-based diet, or would you continue supporting animal oppression?
Until now, I'm supporting, like, I eat meat all day, you know?
It's not what he's asking you. Do you understand the question?
Not quite well, because I'm from the Middle East. Like, it's not my native language.
Okay. So he's asking you, right? If we help you and show you plant protein, will you stop paying for slaughter of animals?
Until now, no.
What do you mean until now? We're saying future. We can now show you how to do it. Will you do it?
No, I'm not ready. Like, no.
Why not?
See, I found that, like, meat gives us many things that are crucial for us.
Like what?
Like omega-3, zinc, calcium.
Okay, let's write them down. I think you have like a long list. Let's just write them down.
Well, I'll make it super
Let me
easy.
just to explain something like.
Well, Dolpix, I have a super quick question. How are we alive if we don't eat meat?
Yeah.
But our bodies are much healthier than you.
On average, how am I?
No.
It's better.
Nope.
Now, hold on. Before we go there, Dolpix, what is your evidence? Can you show me your evidence?
I don't
What's
have
your
an evidence like that.
Okay, so my evidence that that you're wrong is that I don't have any evidence, right? Whatever you say and say you have no evidence, I can just debunk it with no evidence. But actually, vegans have evidence.
Mm-hmm.
See, I found like, just let me explain. I'm sorry for my language. Like, I'm not
Fine.
great.
You're
So
fine.
see, like for example, 1 gram of meat has much nutrients than 1 gram of plant. Like it's.
What's the
your
evidence?
Wait, what's the
You know,
evidence? What's the evidence?
the protein.
What's your evidence? What's your evidence?
Protein. For example, the protein.
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
I
You're
wait a
trying to
minute.
make another claim.
for
We're
example-
asking for evidence. You're trying to say more stuff where you should be showing stuff. You
Yes,
should be
that's my
showing evidence. What is the evidence?
It's also illogical. It's so illogical because how
do you
can
guys get
1
the-
Think
gram?
about it.
How do you? Okay, I'm asking
Think about
you,
it.
asking you.
That's common sense. That's
But-
common sense.
Common you know what you know what
Yeah.
debunks wait, you know what debunks common sense? Evidence.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, I'll give you an evidence. Wait. So how do you guys get protein?
That's not evidence.
Right.
That's a
From where?
question.
It's no. Okay, I'm giving a question so I can give you an evidence to my point. Like, do you
Okay.
understand? My point is that some nutrients are much more in meat. Like in
What's
a
your
steak,
evidence?
it has much
your
more
evidence?
protein.
What's your evidence?
My evidence is that I'm asking you,
TVP. TVP Dolpix. TVP.
brother.
One
See,
source of protein.
listen.
TVP.
You asked the question. He's answering you. What, brother? All right. You're
Yeah,
not giving
TVP.
evidence. You're asking questions. So he's answering you, and all of a sudden you're, oh, brother.
Okay, my evidence is that
Text him and then
can't give a protein, but a meat can give much more.
Can you
That's
give
my
evidence? Can you give evidence for that?
Okay, a chicken breast has 30 grams of protein, or more even.
Can you give evidence?
That's
for
TVP
that?
has 50. TVP has 50 grams per every 100 grams.
Like, what evidence do you want from me? Like, how long
Dolpix,
am I
TVP,
supposed to give you that?
TVP, Dolpix, TVP has 50 grams of protein for every 100 grams. So it has more protein than chicken.
What's its name?
TVP, textured vegetable protein.
I'll put it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, I wouldn't use that one, Felix.
That's my.
Yeah, I
thingy.
know. But you see that, like, the whole thing about you can't get enough protein. Let's imagine that even one source or one ingredient from your food has less protein. You can just eat more of it because it has less calories, because it's not as fatty as animal products are. So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, you comparing per 100 grams of product means nothing because some products have more water anyway.
So, can you please say for me what that plant name is?
Soy.
TVP?
It's soy.
What's that you mentioned earlier? That
Bean.
protein?
It's a bean.
Beans.
Yeah, it's a type of bean.
Oh.
I wrote it in the chat. It's soya bean. I think in most of the world it's soya and not soy.
Okay, let me check.
Okay.
But here's a really important question. If this food has more protein, are you gonna stop killing animals?
I think he's checking. It doesn't really matter what one ingredient, how much protein one ingredient has, because you're going to be eating multiple ingredients. You're not just going to be eating one thing. So if you're going to be eating multiple ingredients, you're going to get your protein from multiple sources. Saying that, whoa, this one source doesn't have enough protein is like saying I'm not going to eat potatoes because they don't have enough protein. Well, you're going to pair the potatoes with something that has protein. There you go. It's as easy as that. You can't just eat only high protein foods. You have to eat also other foods beside that to be healthy.
Yeah.
That was a really nice yeah.
Yeah.
Is Dolpix done with pretending to know about nutrition, or can we talk to somebody else for now?
I think you can move on until he finds out that nutritionally you can get anything you need on a plant-based diet.
Yeah. I just had a win with Grok. It was an amazing win. I made Grok concede, Twitter Grok, no less, concede that diet score is a bullshit. It's really funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hello there. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
So I just came into the conversation, and I'm wondering, what's your argument that being a vegan is better than everything else?
Yeah, it's ethically better.
I was talking to you a second ago, Dolpix.
Come again?
We're just talking to you a minute ago.
So that's my cousin.
No.
Well,
okay. I'm his cousin.
Cousin or
Yeah,
brother? Or cousin brother?
Cousin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's ethically
anyway,
better.
I'm wondering what's your argument?
Yeah, so my argument is on the screen right now. I'm sharing it, right, at this point. So if you can look at my screen, what I'm sharing. So on the screen, I have like a question. So imagine you choose... Sorry, if, can you, Nuno, can you mute it, please? Because it's like...
I can't see your screen. Okay.
Oh, it's up there. So like it says VPM live and I'm streaming.
Yeah, we can see it right now.
Okay, awesome. So it's just asking a question, right? Imagine you have to choose between two worlds. World A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. World B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. Which world do you think is more moral?
All right. So there's one thing I'm gonna say.
If you can answer my question
animals-
first, because it's like crucial to me answering your question next, right?
Your question is whether a world with animals or without animals, which one is gonna be better?
No, world A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary things. World B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary things. Which world is more moral?
Well, that's tough because humans have been, eating animals since forever. And even animals themselves, they actually eat each other too.
I'm not
And
sure
that's
why
how
all of...
they-
Hold on, I'm not sure why all of those things...
The food chain, the nature of the food chain.
Yeah, hold on. Can you hold on? I'm not sure how that's answering the question at all, or how it even interacts with it, right? I'm presenting you two worlds. In one, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. In the other one, we don't. Which world is more moral? That's the question.
Well, your question is tricky because you're trying to trap people within a moral dilemma.
I don't know
that's
why you think that, because afterwards,
It's a compounded
for instance,
question.
hold on. For instance, if you say world B, but I don't think it's unnecessary, but we've been doing it for a really long time, we can answer all of those questions as well. Right now, it's a moral question. Which world is more moral? I just want to know if you consider animals at all as if to be like less than zero, you know, like less than air, if you value animals in any kind of way, right? I'm just asking you right now. So which world is more moral?
I'm saying that I value animals, but I refuse to answer your question because it's a trap question.
Oh,
It's,
shit.
you're trapping your
I don't see how.
your adversaries.
Wait,
let
do
me
you
let
think
me
it's-
talk. Just one
But
moment.
do you think it's
you
better
talk.
or not? It's not a trap.
I'm
We're
not
just
going to
asking if you
answer your
actually...
question because you are tricking
Well-
people by your question.
Well, I don't know
the
then
moral-
how to answer your question
even
then.
the moral look, the moral world, even the animals themselves, they actually eat each other.
Let me help. You have two worlds. I'll make it super easy. You have two worlds. One where people rape each other, and one where people do not rape each other. Which one's better?
It's not rape. You cannot compare eating to rape.
You cannot compare rape to not rape. Oh my god.
If in one world people rape each other and in the other one they do not, which one's better?
Of course, the one that don't.
Okay, so let's move further. If there is one world where people are literally beating the fuck out of a dog, and one world where they do not do that, which one's better?
The one that don't. The one
We
that-
don't.
That's not my question.
don't,
Like,
we
if we do it now, my question is which world is better? The one where we kill dogs for fun, or one where we do not?
The one that
The
we
one
do
that
not.
Okay,
There you go.
then VPM.
Yeah. So you can answer the question, which world is better, where we beat dogs or where we don't
I
beat
can
dogs
answer your
unnecessarily,
question,
right? Why can't you
but
answer
look,
my
that's
question
not-
now? Since you answered that
Wait.
question already, right? So now apply it to like chickens or something. It's not okay for dogs. Is it okay for chickens?
Your question is tricky. I'm saying.
Well, you
that
answered the
we-
dog question, which was like identical. So I don't understand what the problem is now.
The problem is that you are trying to trap people with your questions. And
If you feel trapped, it's because I think you realize that the answer, your actual answer, is gonna get you in trouble with your worldview.
Yeah, are the other ones traps? The ones that Felix asked you, were they traps?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna raise another argument.
No, before you,
world-
before you
no,
do
no,
that,
no, 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 no.
before you
Look,
do that,
look,
before you do, hang
look.
on. No, no,
No,
no,
no, no, no,
before
no.
you- no,
No,
wait,
you
wait, wait, wait.
You
be
talked it
quiet.
up.
Be quiet.
No.
You talked
Or
it
we're
up.
gonna mute you. Be quiet.
Yeah, I haven't spoken in like a
You
few
stay on
minutes.
topic, you answer a question, you do not red herring, and then you can move on. I will now unmute you.
Yeah, I just want to ask, do you acknowledge that the ones that were asked beforehand were not traps?
Listen, my argument is
No, no, no,
The
no, no,
world-
no, no,
the
no,
world-
Dolph, you've been told. Answer the question. Answer the question, then we can move on. Were the other questions traps?
both of them are. Both of them
Wait,
are
all
traps.
three were traps. Then why did
You
you
are-
answer them?
Both of them. All of them are trap
Yeah, you're
questions
lying.
and
You're just lying.
compound questions. Okay, I'm lying. Fine. I'm gonna now bring my argument, and I want you to answer. So I would accept to answer you. So
Why
the
should
world,
we
in the
wait?
world, animals.
Why should we answer
eat-
if you're not going to be honest?
Yes or no?
Wait,
Animals
I
naturally.
do not mind answering his question because there's so many people here who actually wonder what some vegans' opinions are. But we just quickly want to point out that Dolphix does not want to answer our questions, even though he did answer. He doesn't want to answer, which is very strange. But yeah, Dolphix, because lions and other animals do things, that doesn't mean we should copy them, right? For example, lions assault each other, kill each other's babies. They literally lick their own testicles, right? Just because they do that, that does not mean we should copy what they do.
We should not copy what they do, but in nature, and even actually, let's say you're gonna be vegan. When you eat the vegetables and when you eat the plants, don't they have lives too?
Wait, you think plants are sentient?
Human.
Do you think plants feel?
Yeah,
You might be
do you think?
killing, and you might be killing also the plants when
Okay,
you
I
eat
have a
them.
question.
Yeah. Do you think they feel? Do you think plants feel?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Provide evidence.
You
No, no,
are
no. Hold
killing-
on, guys.
you are killing
Let's not laugh at
plants
them.
when-
Provide evidence. Provide evidence for your claim, please. It's not a laughing matter, right? Because if you don't provide evidence, right?
one moment.
This is a lot is on a stake, right? Because I eat like hold on, I eat like 2 kilograms of plants every single day. If plants can feel, I'm a monster. So there is a lot at stake. So you must provide evidence now.
Look, the animals.
No, provide evidence for your claims,
sorry,
please.
the plants-
No,
the
provide
plants-
evidence for your claims. Provide evidence for your claims, and then you can continue
Okay,
yapping.
I
Yeah,
am.
yeah. No, saying
on.
stuff is not providing evidence.
plants-
Evidence you put in the chat.
Grow up. The plants grow up, in the sun, and they need water, and they need to
Mhm.
grow for
Mhm.
the globe to flourish.
How is that?
everything
How
to
is
have
that?
oxygen.
How is that evidence that
You
plants can
are
feel?
killing animals.
How
You
is
are
that
killing the
evidence that plants
when
can
you eat
feel?
them.
How is that evidence that plants can feel?
Before we start shouting,
You are killing plants when you eat
Jesus
them.
fucking
guys,
Christ.
hold on. I'll make it super easy. Dolphix, do you think slitting a dog's throat and cutting a carrot is the same?
You keep talking about dogs, my friend. What's your issue with dogs?
Because I want to kind
I'm
of show
talking to you about the plants. You're killing them when you eat them.
Dolphix, I'll give you 2 chances to answer this question, and then we're gonna move on. Dolphix, is cutting a carrot same as slitting a dog's throat? Yes or no? Dolphix, could you answer my question, please?
Just
We're
one
gonna have-
moment.
I'm
Again,
gonna have-
repeat the question. Munde لا
Yes.
تقاطعني كل حين.
Jesus
I will have
Christ.
to move on if you do not answer this question.
Wait,
It's
this is
cutting a
My
carrot.
cousin is interfering with me. I cannot focus with you
Okay,
again.
if he's tickling your toes,
Yeah,
that's
Neil,
not
magic.
my problem, okay? But I want you to answer this question: Is slitting a dog's throat the same as cutting a carrot? Yes or no?
Okay, I'm gonna go on with you. Yes.
It is the same.
Yeah.
Okay, we can just move on to someone else.
Yeah, not being honest at all. They know it's not the same.
No,
but they
I
don't
am
wanna be
being honest. I am being honest.
Okay,
You
if there is a burning building, hold on, Dopplex. So if there is a burning building, inside there is a rose and a dog. Which one are you gonna save? You can save one. Which one?
If there's a flower you can save, or a dog, which one?
Of course, the dog.
Okay, of course. Why? So all of a sudden you can see a difference between a flower and a dog?
Yeah, there is a difference.
Yeah, what's the difference?
But however,
What's the difference?
I don't think
What's the
dogs-
difference?
Well, they are both lives, but a dog is, breathing and.
Yeah. So that's why vegans prioritize saving dog-like animals and don't really care about saving plants because plants don't breathe, don't feel pain, all of that shit, right?
I would save both if I could, but as I said, you are trapping.
Yeah. So you have like the vegan position, right? The vegan. Hold on. The vegan position. You can choose. Hold on. Dolpix. The vegan position is there is a burning building inside our animals and plants. We choose to save the animals and not care less about plants. Okay. That's it. That's the vegan position. You can either let the animals burn or you can let the plants burn, and we choose to save the animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
You think that's justified since you chose to save the dog? It's justified to prioritize animals over plants?
Well, as I said, that's a tricky question because if I could save both, I would. But a plant, you can always grow more plants.
There you go.
Can I just post, because there's a lot of people in this channel. I just want to see if there's any other non-vegan who agrees that slitting a carrot is the same as slitting a dog's throat. Because we already have someone who's saying that slitting a dog's throat is literally the same as
Okay, but
slitting a carrot.
wait, you insisted on your question, but you did not answer mine. The world itself, the animals, they eat each other.
And they also sexually assault each other, yes.
And humans, they need the protein that is.
We don't need it. Okay. No.
We do need it.
Nope. We do not need it. We provided enough evidence in the chat. We're done with you, Dolpix. The question wasn't addressed at you. Is there anybody else in this chat who wants to have a conversation with us? Or is there anybody else in this chat who thinks that cutting the throat of a dog is the same as cutting the leaf of a plant?
Majin Doom, I hope I'm saying it even relatively correct. Majin Doom, I don't see how it's a trick question. That's how you find out what your moral stances are, right? Like if I ask you which world is better, the one where is the rape or the one there is no rape, are you going to stumble or are you going to say it's a trick question? No, I think you're going to really quickly answer, yeah, the world without rape is more moral, it's better, right? Why? Because there are victims involved. So this is all that we're trying to source out. How do people even consider animals as victims? That's it. I don't see how it's like gotcha question. It's not a gotcha question. It's literally how moral ethics work. In order to reach some kind of an ethical understanding of each other, we ask each other those questions. Who's out there? That doesn't matter if it's actually happening or not. And by the way, yeah, it's happening in China, it's happening in Cambodia. Quite a few countries do slit the throats of dogs, right? So it's not like a even outlandish question, but it doesn't even matter, right? We're not asking you what's happening in the world right now. That's not the question. The question is, what's the moral thing to do? And that's a separate question from what you're trying to imply, right?
Yo.
What's world is a better word where people need animal products for food. Well, if we need animal products for food, how am I surviving? I've been vegan for 10 years. I'm alive, right? I don't know what you're basing this on. And clothing, yeah, I wear vegan clothing, right? This is like a fleece, but it's like not made out of wool. And this is like a cotton shirt. So you can you don't have to exploit animals for clothing or slaughter them for clothing, right? Like to wear their skin or whatever. It's unneeded. Mike, I really would like to talk to you because you've asked a bunch of questions, but I don't think I got to understand what you mean. So it would be better if you join and we can have a conversation in voice, right? So come on, come join. Come have a conversation with me. I promise I only sometimes raise my voice, but then you could just, it's not harmful or anything like that, right? You have the privilege of that. I don't know what you're basing that on. When I went vegan, for instance, I was poor as fuck. I could barely afford rent, right? I guess just by the fact that I could afford rent, I wasn't homeless. You could say, but that would be a pretty low standard these days. I think, Majin Doom, you have the same privilege as I do. You know how I know? You have a connection to the internet. You're sitting in my chat in the middle of the day. I guess it could be evening for you. And you are talking to me through the internet from another country. So you have the same privilege as I do. Why not cry out for the bugs as well? First of all, bug sentience is unclear, and sentience is where I draw the line. But yeah, all for if possible, not harming bugs as well, just in case they're sentient, right? So again, Mike, you kind of assuming stuff about my position, where you can just ask me about my position. So come into VC. I want to talk to you. Just let me know yes, no, right? Would you like to have a conversation with me, Mike? Otherwise, it's just you making assumptions and me saying, no, it's not my position. And it's kind of weird. So please, yes or no? Would you like to have a voice conversation? It's okay if not. I'm not making you. I'm not forcing you to do anything. I would just really like an answer to my question. All right? They don't seem sentient to me. No, they do seem sentient to me, but there is some evidence that they can't feel pain. So, I'm just unsure, but if I can, I do defend bugs as well, obviously. My stance is, if we can, we shouldn't hurt them either. Oh, sorry, Mike, can you fucking answer my question, please? Would you like to have a voice conversation with me? It's a yes or no before we continue. Because if you're not answering, I'm either gonna assume that you're not listening, or I'm gonna assume that you're just not somebody that we can have a conversation with since you're not answering my question. A very simple question, right? Would you like to have a voice conversation? Yes or no? Mike, please answer my question. Can you please answer my question? It's a really simple one, right? I don't think it takes like such a long consideration that you've been writing other stuff without answering my question so far. I'm not talking about my privilege or yours. Well, I am, right? You are here, Majin Doom, so you have the same privilege that I do to stop exploiting and slaughtering animals. So like, defending other people while you yourself pay for exploitation and slaughter of animals, it's kind of weird, right? I talk to a person who's in front of me, not about some kind of weird somewhere, a person who doesn't have internet, I talk to people who are in front of me. I think that's like the what we should do, Mike, why do you want to talk to me by voice? Because it's not clear to me what you're trying to get, where you're trying to get, right? I would like to have a conversation by voice with you. That's what I kind of do on this channel. When I'm interested in somebody's questions, and your questions are very relevant, very interesting, right? When I'm interested in somebody and I invite them to have a conversation, they can say no, it's fine, right? I'm just really if you're not interacting with what I'm asking, it's just really weird, right? You come into my channel and then I'm asking you a very simple question and you just keep asking me other questions where you assume a bunch of stuff about me, are you a pacifist? Blah, blah, blah. It's how would you even get to ask that question, right? Unless you are assuming a bunch of stuff. I thought this was about God. No, this is predictions that we do. If somebody invokes God to justify them killing animals, then I'm gonna put a ticker of 1 right there. And somebody or a bunch of somebodies in my viewership are gonna get a bunch of fake points. This is what we do. So would you like to have a voice conversation, Mike? Yes or no? Please. Jesus Christ. You have an example of a world where we don't use animal products at all? No, there is only one world, right? This is a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical to understand if you actually think it would be more moral to not exploit and slaughter animals, which would tell me that you have some kind of a moral consideration, right? All the questions that I ask are not gotcha, they're not me trying to force you into anything. I just want to know your position, guys. That's what I'm looking for. Because once I know your position, right, we can continue the conversation. Those are... Mike, it's a yes or no? Jesus Christ, I'm not sure what's going on. Why are people like this? It's a very simple question. No, I'm blaspheming. But can you answer my question, please, Mike? Or I'm gonna actually put you in timeout. It's one of those things. I really hate being ignored. I can't fucking stand it, right? It's a personal failing, for real, right? I will admit that it's a personal failing of mine that I just don't like when people ignore me in my chat. Just completely ignore my question in my chat. It is a personal failing, but I'm gonna time you out if you don't answer my question. So please answer my question, Mike. Would you like to have a voice conversation? It's a yes or no. Yes. Please click on the fucking thing, the pinned comment. No. Okay, I'm gonna just time you out for a little bit. Come back when you have a question, when you have an answer to my question, all right? I'll give you 5 minutes. We're just gonna do that. And then you can come back. They don't use hypotheticals, they use real world examples. Why? What's the problem with hypotheticals? Hypotheticals are incredibly important when we're talking about ethics, because not everything happened, in the world yet, right? 400 years ago, you would like, if you asked, is it okay to own slaves? That would be like, which world is better, the one where we own slaves or the one that we don't own slaves? According to you, a slave owner wouldn't be able to answer that question because that was the world where everybody, like, people owned slaves, right? So, that's fine. Thank you for finally fucking answering my question. I can't stand when people ignore me. It's one of those things, it just like boils my blood, all right? Have you actually ever been to a traditional family-owned farm? I grew up on one. I was born on like a mini farm where we had like a bit of an orchard, a bit of a vine, like 3 types of vine. And we also had chickens and the goat at some point. I don't know what happened to the goat actually. Probably was slaughtered. They were like a milk goat, but I think once they dried up, my parents just slaughtered the goat. But we had chickens. We slaughtered, like, used them for for eggs, and then when once in a while my parents would just slaughter them. So yeah, I grew up on a traditional farm, Hamu. So not only was I on it, I was in it. I was the one stealing eggs from the chickens. None of this interacts with like the actual proposition of is it okay to exploit or slaughter animals, Hamu? Like if I gave a bunch of human toddlers a good life, can I slaughter them when they are 10? Would getting rid of all the animals mean you kill them? Well, I don't know what exactly you mean. Do you mean by that if the world went vegan, then would we advocate for like killing all the animals? I would say no. We can feed the animals. Yes, it would be expensive, but we can just like take care of them until they die naturally. We just like would prevent them from reproducing to create more animals. That's my opinion. But even if I went to the most extreme opinion, literally no money in the world, we have to do something. Slaughtering all the animals that we have already once would be not as horrific as constantly breeding them into existence, exploiting them, and then slaughtering them. So even in the worst case scenario, where we like just like all turn vegan, say, oh shit, we can't take care of all the animals, we're just gonna have to euthanize them or something like that. That would be a better scenario than what we're doing right now to the animals. I hope that's clear. Majidoom, you didn't answer my question. Why would it be wrong to use hypotheticals? Why is that bad in any kind of way? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't we? All right, let me listen. Sorry.
Yeah.
I should mute
all
myself
the women
before.
are putting boob surgeons out of business.
Dude, it's the hidden Asian agenda.
That's it. I haven't heard it for a while though. What was it? They feed all the Japanese men tofu because the women were fed up having babies. Was it not?
What the fuck?
That's funny.
That used to hear that on Twitter a lot.
Oh.
All right.
That's so funny.
I guess there are no conversations there. So if you guys have any questions, let me know.
Yeah.
Mike is supposedly can come back now. What about the... Let me just mute this. Give me a sec. Let me just put this back to the side. 1 sec. Oh, definite. What about the monocropping that absolutely destroying the soil health and the depletion of soil for future generations to grow these crops? So, Majin Doom, do you care about this, like the soil depletion and stuff like that? Do you care about it, like actually, or are you just like throwing stuff at me? Or are you claiming that I should care about it? Genuine question, right? Not a hypothetical. I'm actually asking about your feelings, about your beliefs, your thoughts. So the question is on the table, what about the monocropping that ruins the ecosystems and the soil and all of that? And in the future, we're not going to be able to grow any crops, right? That's the question on the table. So I'm asking you if you care about this topic actually, or are you claiming that I should care about it, but you don't have to? Absolutely, I grow marijuana and know tons about soil health. Perfect. So let's see. So let's go to the environment that it's compared, right? So this is our food system in 2023, I think, or 2022. I don't really remember. So this is the entire animal agriculture, amount of soil, right? So pasture takes most of the soil, and then 43% of crops, that's monocropping, because they don't eat vegetables and fruit and tree nuts and stuff like that, because that shit is actually good for the soil. But the bad stuff for the soil, the crops, the corns, the soya, 43% of them go to grow for animals, to feed the animals. And only 57%, that's direct human food, right? So if we all went vegan, we would not only completely eliminate pasture land and therefore just let it rewild or something like that, right? I hope controlled rewilding, but that's a different subject. But we would also reduce the amount of cropland that we need to use to feed the human population. So this would actually reduce monocropping. And if we want to, it could actually eliminate monocropping, because this assumes feeding 10 billion people in 2050 or something like that, right? On 1 billion hectares instead of 1.2 billion hectares. So 200,000 million hectares would be freed up if we all became vegan. So it would be actually much less monocropping, but also we could just not free it and take the entire cropland and stop monocropping and go for organic farming, which goes they're smaller fields where you can put the repellent crops on the sides of those fields and just eliminate monocropping altogether. This is what's happening. This could happen, right? So we won't need to feed the animals and let them starve or die off. Well, the point is that we stop breeding them into existence, right? Farmers, the animal farmers, they breed the animals. They don't just kidnap animals from the wild or something like that, or just wait for them to have want to fuck or whatever. They breed them into existence. And so if we obviously in the process of going vegan, we would reduce how many animals are actually bred into existence, right? This is what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you were listening or not, Imagine Doom. I was saying that, fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, so there are two scenarios, right? One of them is we go gradually vegan, and then we stop producing animals. We just stop breeding them into existence. The other one is a weird one that might not happen, although I wish it would, right? Actually, is we stop altogether, at once, right? And then, of course, we're not gonna let animals starve. We just continue feeding them with the same crops, with the same fodder, with all of that stuff for the next 10, 15, 20 years. So we're still gonna continue monocrop for that. There are other ways actually to mitigate that, but that's a different conversation. Or even if we just kill them at once, that will still be better than continuing to breed them, slaughter them, breed them, feed them, slaughter them, breed them, feed them, slaughter them. This horrific cycle of continuing breeding them into existence, monocropping for them, feeding them those crops, GMO crops. GMOs are fantastic, but that's the only use of it is feeding animals and creating biofuels or whatever the fuck, right? But GMOs are monocropped, and then slaughtering them, right? This cycle. So I don't know why you assume that I, as a vegan who cares about animals, who considers them morally, would say, oh, we should starve them to death. Are you insane? I don't even accept the idea of like slaughtering them, right? I'm just saying it like for the sake of argument, that worst case scenario would still be better than the scenario that like you are proposing, which is continue breeding them into existence all the time. I don't know, Mike, I think you're talking to somebody else. Brett, are you talking to Mike? Is that what's happening? Then I'm just going to ignore Mike. Well, we had to supplement every human with veggies. What do you mean supplement every human with veggies? You don't think we will need to have more farmland? No, we have evidence right here. Supplements don't need to grow on trees. Supplements are like created in labs, secreted by bacteria and stuff like that, right? So technically we will start farming more bacteria, and that's fine, I'm fine with that, right? So I'm not sure why you would say that. So no, supplementation doesn't require more farmland. And this is the scenario of us going vegan. We need less cropland. This is science-based, by the way. Because we would have to send the veggies to those third world countries to replace the meat. The third world countries don't eat much meat. Just like newsflash. Generally speaking, producing animal products is more expensive, less sustainable, takes more resources, and takes, by the way, a lot of supplementation as well. Did you know that? That animals are actually supplemented in their feed. So it's a waste of resources. I would have it, I think, health, nutrition, environment in common here. So, detriment to humanity. So under detriment to humanity, I have about supplements, right? So for instance, if you look at this like broiler chicks feed, right? The ingredients are like a bunch of supplements. So plant protein products, by the way. So that's like monocropping. Grains, that's monocropping. Well, it's byproducts, so that's like different, I guess. So yeah, they are supplemented with calcium, decalcium phosphate, all the things that we need, right? Monocalcium phosphate, peroxide. I don't know if we need peroxide, sorry. But choline. They give billions of chickens choline when we could just like eat that shit directly. Thiamine. That's thiamine, I think, is one of the B complex. Zinc, vitamin E, like vitamin K. Again, calcium. They give chickens a lot of calcium. Niacin, that's B6, I think, or B3, I don't remember. I think it's B6. Which one is it? I don't remember. It's one of the big complexes as well. Vitamin D3, right? Biotin, riboflavin. That's what they give to chickens, and then you eat the chicken. So it's a waste of supplements. Our animal agriculture. It's total waste of supplements. Should I open a map, Tone? Because I have no idea. Should we open like a Google map? Let me open it off screen for a second just to see that I'm not doxing myself again. World map. Can we have like maybe a Google map so we can like actually find Scotland on it, not images. All. Let's see, Scotland. Yeah, there you go. So this is Scotland. This is Iceland. And that's the Arctic Circle. Norway, Sweden, all the coldest things. Am I... Oh, no, that's Greenland. Shit, Greenland is fucking cold. Yeah, Scotland is pretty fucking cold, though. What's a Faroe Island? This is becoming like VPM learns about countries. I'm shit at that. Anyways. B12, we take a supplement. It's a 10-cent supplement. Very cheap. 10 cent and B3 is a niacin, thank you. Just take a supplement, it's cheaper. It's better absorbing because there's like a lot of it in the supplement. Take it once a week. Oh, by the way, it's a reminder. No, I probably shouldn't. I'm gonna do blood tests. So I probably shouldn't take a B12 supplement right now. Faroes were needlessly slaughtered dolphins. Oh, fuck. Yeah. That's shit. Tone, is anything happening in the... Anything interesting happening? Oh, I think there is. Let's go there.
We can eat like almost any animal, right? And we're gonna be fine. We're not gonna like heal over.
No,
and
not
die,
any
like-
animal. Of course, not any animal. Because maybe let's say for example, maybe if you eat an what is it called? Octopus. Okay, octopus. Not any human they eat. Just few of the countries. Just some of the people, countries. I mean,
Limit isn't too smart.
they eat octopus. But most of the humans they don't eat octopus. Why? Because there is a lot of
I think we're getting off track here. Can I rephrase my question so you might be able to understand? I think there might be a language
go.
barrier between.
Go on.
So, yeah. So like, can you think of like a quality that an animal lacks, right? Like a trait, like whether it's intelligence, like belonging to a different species, whatever the trait is. Can you think of one that makes it okay for us to do what we're doing to these animals and not okay for us to do it to humans, right? Okay.
Do you mean like? Wait. Do you mean like? Is it okay?
I'm
Guys,
asking you like if you can think of a
there's a language
quality or
barrier.
a reason as to why it's okay to do it to animals and not to
Why it's okay? Okay, I just answered you, but I will answer you again. So why is it okay to eat the animals? Because I told you they study for it. They study that we can eat some of type of the animals that we can eat because it give us a lot of things inside our body. It's good for our health.
Meat.
Yeah, I could get protein and calories from like eating you, right? Or I could like go outside and I technically, like biologically speaking, like I could go out and like cut a bunch of people's heads off, right? But that doesn't mean I should do it, right?
So you think, wait. So you think that vegan will give you the full power of the protein that you expecting? No.
Well, I can tell you something. Like, do you know where like all of the protein originally comes from and how the animals get this protein and these micronutrients in their body? They eat plants, right?
Should mute
They go
myself
to
there.
McDonald's, obviously.
I'll just be like a side show.
I just told you that. Listen, the vegan. Sorry, my friend, but vegan, it will never give you the full protein that you want.
Well, they absolutely will, because I just explained to you like where all protein and like amino acids and
I accept this
micronutrients
opinion.
are going to be derived.
Yes, this is I accept this opinion.
I didn't hear what you said.
I didn't hear you.
Limit, what would convince you that vegans can get like all the protein? Would like showing you like Mr. Olympia, who's vegan? Would that convince you?
No. Listen, VMP. I'm being honest. Look, I'm being serious. Look, what I'm saying. Listen. What I'm saying is, vegan. Okay, vegan. It's good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a good thing, by the way. But at the same time, it will not give you the full protein that you want in your body.
Well, so I'm contesting your claim here because first of all, can you provide evidence for that? And second of all, I can provide you with evidence to the contrary. I'm just asking you what kind of evidence would convince you that you are wrong, right?
Yes, nice question.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't know the specific details of this, but they study for. Wait, hold on.
I'm listening. I'm listening actively, right? So I'm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. They study. The scientists, people, they study for everything. They study for the vegan thing that we're talking about. They study for the people that are eating steak, meat, beef, whatever. They study for everything. And what they see that the steak and meat and this, it's very, very important and it's very healthy in our body.
Well, I think you're wrong because I've examined actual science. So I'm asking, what would make you what would evidence can I present to you that and I can give. Hold on, let me finish. I was listening to you very well, right? So let me finish question. So I have a bunch of types of evidence. So I have a bunch of strongmen, people who hold Olympic medals, people who hold lifting records, people who are just bodybuilders. Would that convince you that you're wrong on your proposition? I also have studies where they took one group and fed them on an omnivorous diet with 1.6 grams of protein, and then they took another group and fed them vegan diet with 1.6 grams of protein, and just they end up being being the same strength and the same size of muscle, right? Would that convince you? If I showed you why meat specifically is not a good source of protein because it contains a bunch of other stuff that detrimental. And if replacing it with plant protein, you're not taking the detrimental stuff, but you're taking the same amount of protein. So I'm asking, which evidence would convince you that you are wrong on your proposition, since you haven't checked actually this? Because you can't give me details. You're just saying meat good, plant bad, right? And I'm saying Naha, and I have evidence against your position. So which one would you like to start with?
Last question. Okay. So just to end this subject.
No. I've asked you a question. Can you answer it?
Yes.
I can repeat my question to make it short, just for you to understand.
Okay. Just give me all.
Okay. Awesome. So let's start, I guess, with the. I'm sharing my screen, by the way. You can just click on it and see, right?
Nice. Yes.
All right. So let's start with this. So this is what amino acids. Do you know what amino acids are?
Say it again. Sorry.
Do you know what amino acids are?
Yeah, yes, but maybe because English sometimes I forget.
Yeah, no problem. So amino acids is what is in protein. So some of those amino acids we produce ourselves. We don't need them from food. And other amino acids we need from food. So 9 of them. So all of these, if you're looking at my screen, so animal foods obviously have all the 9 amino acids that we need from food. But this says so do legumes, so do grains, nuts, vegetables, and even fruit have all 9 essential amino acids. It's just a matter of how much and which food, right? So probably fruit not going to have a lot of protein per calorie, but it's going to have all the essential amino acids, everything you need to grow your body, right? And then when I said we have basically comparative science, where they took one group and gave them an omnivorous diet, and they took another group and gave them a vegan diet, full vegan, and then they told them to lift weights, and then they compared them at the end. So if you eat high protein diet, so 1.6 grams per kilogram per day, which is what advised to people who lift weights, right? Then there is no difference. It's not different than a protein matched mixed diet, right? So you can be on a vegan diet and have the same muscle and strength as an omnivorous diet. This one is an elderly people like really need protein. So the same, a well-balanced vegan diet can provide all the protein that you need, right? And we have like, I'm not gonna bore you. I can give you the link and you can check this out. But like, we have like,
I know what you mean.
yeah. So the thing is, right, it's just like doesn't pan out when you check it. And then you go to like the real world situation, right? And we have like all these strong people, strong sports people, right? People who hold like world records or Olympic records for lifting the most. Those are two people on the top. You have like a Brazilian Mr. Olympia. He obviously is capable of like, obviously getting enough protein, right? Because he's Mr. Olympia. We have like this Sophia Ellis. She also is holding like a British record in weightlifting. All of those people are vegan. So from 2024 Olympics, I think, all of those people, they are vegan and they got gold medals, right? And then you have this guy. He has 7 gold medals in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's vegan, been vegan for a really long time. You have like bodybuilders, right?
Yes, you're 100% right. You know why? Because I want to send something and hear picture, but it doesn't allow. Anyways, I just
you can put a link. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I typed ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT. I said, "Is vegan will give you the full protein that you need in your body?" The question is, yes, a vegan diet can give you all the protein your body needs.
Yep.
But it requires some planning and variety.
Sure.
Protein quality and amino acids. Your body needs 9 essential amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. Animal products, meat, eggs, dairy contain all 9 called complete proteins. Most plants foods have some, but not all. So they are incomplete proteins.
No, that's not what incomplete means. I think ChatGPT is like misleading you. Incomplete in case of like plant proteins means that there is like maybe in some plant proteins, like in like there is like less of one amino acid. But then like if you eat like more than one food, you'll have like, for instance, in soya has like more leucine than any animal product. So, or like comparable. So
yes, I'm going to continue. So he's saying, however, by combining different plant foods, you can get all the amino acids your body needs over the course of the day. Examples: rice plus beans, hummus plus whole wheat bread, lentils plus quinoa,
it's kind of bullshit.
Plus oats.
This combining stuff is bullshit.
Story, vegan, yes, they can give us the full protein. Now I understand what you're saying, but my point now that's fine. Okay, it gives us the full.
Yeah.
But
there you go.
Is,
you just debunked yourself.
Okay, the most important. Okay, so the most important point: why do you guys the vegan people why you are like you don't like to eat like that, not eating some of the animals? What is wrong with it?
Well, it's not like we don't like eating meat or something like that, right? This is like not a dietary choice. We just think like when you don't have to, exploiting and slaughtering animals en masse, billions a year, trillions a year, is just like really psychotic because we don't have to do it, and yet we breed, exploit, often torture and slaughter trillions of animals every single year for something that is not necessary to do. So let me ask you a question, Limit, right? If you could choose a world between those two, in world A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. In world B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. Which world is more moral, do you think?
Okay.
No, please answer my question first, please.
What do you think what?
Can you answer my question?
Yes, you said what? You think what?
Yeah, so world A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. World B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. So I'm just asking, which world is more moral, more ethical, more just, more fair?
More so that we don't like.
Can you answer my question, please? Which world is more moral?
Yes, come, wait. You're saying what is more, I didn't really get VPN.
Would you like me to put the word in the chat so that you can like translate it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
there you go. I put it in the chat.
Moral? What do you mean moral?
Well, can you put it like translate it in into your language so that you know what it means?
Yeah, but some of the meanings, yeah.
So there you go. Fahad put it in the chat for you.
Okay. I will see now in the translates. Give me a minute, second.
Well,
moral.
Fahad put it in the chat for you.
Okay. I got you. Yes.
So let me just repeat it so that it's like clear. So world A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. World B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. Which world is more what Fahad said?
Yes, I know, Fahad. So you're saying, is it more moral to what exactly?
Maybe somebody can like say it simpler than I do somehow.
Yes. Better.
I don't know.
Fahad,
Fahad, maybe you can like translate it into Arabic and like voice translate it.
Don't bother with me. We definitely don't want to be holding people accountable in here. Let's be cozy with them.
Hello, guys.
Yes.
VPM, say the word again and I will translate it to him.
No, can you translate the entire thing that I have like on my screen? Can you just translate that? I think.
Okay, where is it so I can translate it?
Oh, it's on the top. So it says VPM live, and I'm streaming my screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw it. Okay, it's downloading.
Or should I reshare it so it's better? Or can you see it now?
Yeah, because it's not appear to me.
So let me reshare it. That's okay. That happens sometimes on Discord. How about now?
Yeah, it's clear now. So we have two words. Word A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. And word B, we do not exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. الجملة الأولى، هل حنا نقتل الحيوانات لسبب لسبب غير ضروري؟ والجملة الثانية، هل حنا ما نقتل الحيوانات يعني هل هو ضروري أم غير ضروري؟ هل قتل الحيوانات ضروري أم غير ضروري؟ هذه هي الترجمة.
Nice question. So, yeah, my answer.
So you can explain to her.
Yeah, my answer is it's not really.
What do you mean not really? It's yes or no. The question is yes or no.
No.
So it's. Sorry, it's not a yes or no. I'm sorry. Which world is more moral, A or B? Sorry, I got confused. Which world is more moral, A or B, right? That's the question at the end.
Okay. أي فهد اللي هو ضروري ولا مو ضروري يا فهد؟
A اللي هو ضروري، B اللي غير ضروري.
No, B.
B is more moral, right? So if like I've already successfully proved to you that we don't need protein from animals, we can get the same protein from plants. So if we can go through one by one, and I show you that it's completely unnecessary in the world that we live in right now for you to pay for exploitation and slaughter of animals, will you become vegan?
Okay, can I answer like Like I can't say yes or no. I just want to explain to you something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So look, trust me. For me, I'm not saying it's hard. Okay, everything is hard in life.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I'm used to eat all this food that I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At the same time, trust me. Like, I'm not against anyone.
No. We don't need your like respect or whatever, right? I'm just saying, if I, bro, limit. What you're gonna say, I don't care about. I'll tell you why. I don't care if I have your respect or whatever, or if you like dog on me after you go away from here, or say, "Oh, that's silly vegan," or something like that. I don't care about that. All I care about is that you recognize that a world where you don't exploit and slaughter animals would be a more moral world. So I'm now asking you, why don't you adopt that world, right? Do you think like convenience is a good justification to continuing doing something that you find immoral?
No.
There you go. So should it, like, if it takes a little bit of effort to stop doing something immoral, do you think you should do that effort? Do you think you should do it?
If something it's against moral, so I will never do it. Of course.
There you go. So if I prove to you that it's actually unnecessary for you to exploit and slaughter animals, it's your moral duty to stop doing it, to stop paying for exploitation and slaughter of animals, right?
No, it's not right.
I thought I'm just like reiterating what we just like discussed. I'm just putting it in one fucking slot, right?
VPN, please. We are speaking. Listen.
Yeah.
Did Allah is God. Did God ever say that it's unmoral to eat animals? Did he say that, God?
Can I jump into the conversation?
Oh, absolutely. I hate a lot of questions.
So when it comes to your prophet, is he okay with causing unnecessary violence?
Yeah. Say it again.
Is your God okay with causing unnecessary violence?
We got one.
What do you mean causing violence?
Hold on, I'm gonna write this down. Is your God okay with causing unnecessary?
I'm gonna go get the coffee.
I will translate it. I will translate it to him. limit جملته هي يقول هل الله موافق على أنك تحدث ضرر غير مبرر في العالم عبر قتل الحيوانات؟ هذه هي جملته.
ضرر بالعالم؟
ضرر غير أنك تسوي ضرر غير ضروري أو عنف غير ضروري في العالم عبر قتل الحيوانات.
I'm gonna stream this to make it easy for you guys.
The answer is no. To be
no. Okay. Yeah. So then the next question is eating? We're gonna dissect this real quick. You're watching my stream? I'm gonna make it super easy. Okay, let's dissect this. Let's go with violence, right? Would you say that slitting animals' throats is violent? Is a violent behavior?
No, it's not. It's not violent.
Is slitting throat a violent behavior?
No, God doesn't tell us it's bad to eat.
Not engaging with the question.
Yeah.
That's a yes or no question.
It's slitting too. ايش يقصد يا فهد؟ بالله انقذني يا فهد يا اخي.
ايش؟
انقذني، ايش يقصد في الكلام هذا اللي تحت؟ Question.
Okay, I will answer for him. We cannot answer yes or no because we have different standard, and I think killing animals is not violent because they have been killed since the start of the universe.
Yeah,
and our religion Yeah, this is the answer.
That's a different thing. I don't care about what has been
No,
happening
not
for a
only
very
religion,
long
not only
time.
religion. God. All of humans in
Yeah,
Earth.
but I'm
didn't-
dissecting your God to show you that there could be some problematic statements with what you're saying. I'm not saying your
It's
God
not-
exists or doesn't exist. I'm just dissecting your statement, right? Because when it comes to violence, if you're saying that you don't know if slitting someone's throat is violent, then that's a very complicated conversation to that we will need to have. But
Well, the
unnecessary.
definition
That's
of violent,
yeah.
like under
Sorry?
the definition of what violent means, it's going to ultimately fall under violence. It doesn't have to be like a human being. It can just be someone or something. And I mean,
Okay,
if you don't,
Okay, but
I'll
we need you to
we-
tell us.
Wait,
We need
I'll
you
make
to tell us how killing animals is violent.
Okay, so let me dissect it even more. Violent behavior. So when we look into violent behavior, is using or involving physical force to hurt, damage, or kill someone or something. Would you agree with this definition?
Okay, I agree with this. But when you look on the other side, are you okay with boxing?
Boxing? So boxing,
Yeah, it's a
boxing is
violence act.
yes, but it's consensual. It's where you have two people, right? Giving each other a
Yeah.
handshake and say, let's beat each other up.
No. That's not cool. By the way, no. That's
Wait,
not
wait,
cool.
wait,
Not cool.
wait. If me and I don't know Skirmish both give each other a handshake, it's okay if we hurt each other. Sure, by this definition, it is violent to force to hurt someone, right? But it's consensual. It's okay. We both agree on it.
Yeah, but to organize an event to wrestling and boxing, this is immoral. Even our religion say it's wrong.
Damn.
Okay.
There are the
We can
Muslim
talk about
boxers.
this a little bit later. So can we at least get back to the point? So would you say slitting throats, based on this definition, would you say it's a violent behavior?
According to your definition, it is a violent behavior.
According to a standard definition of violence, do you have any other definition for violence?
Well, we have because slaughtering animals and when you slaughter animals with no purpose, just for fun,
Not
it's wrong.
talking about
But when
animals,
you
right?
are hungry, and you slaughter one animal just to feed your belly, then it's not violent. This is our standard.
Bro.
Can I ask you a question? Before it sounded like you were saying that so say something is natural in the sense that we've been doing it through tradition for thousands of years, it's through a religious ideology, etc., and you truly believe in your objective moral framework. Do you think that there is like some kind of absence of some trait within animals, like a quality or some nature in animals that makes it justifiable that we can kill them, or is it just,
They're not gonna understand this question. Damn.
God just presents to you that you can do it, therefore you can do it? What if, hypothetically speaking, I mean, this is a logical comparison, God said that it was okay to like kill children or to kill dogs or to kill cats? Do you think that would be morally okay, or do you think that you have your own moral intuition, right?
Well, to answer to your question, no. If God said kill children, which he will not say, then I will say no, because we as a human, we have a sense of morality separate from everything else.
There you go.
Right, we have our own subjective like moral intuition, right? And I think that moral intuition would guide us in the right path if we saw like a pig or a cat or a dog or a chicken or a lamb or whatever in the middle of the street getting burnt and tortured. We would have this natural sort of predisposition to want to interfere, right? And there's a cognitive dissonance at play, which is to say that we can essentially, pay for something to occur, but we're not seeing it with our actual eyes. There's less harm being caused. But I think that my question to you would be like, what sort of justification do you have that actually comes to some sort of logical conclusion that it's morally okay on justified true belief, right? On the grounds of justified true belief, other than just the sort of standard that you're giving me, which is just that God permits it, so it's okay. Because I mean, I'm sure you can imagine that probably looks quite kind of lackluster and not very informative to us to just say God permits it, so it's okay. Like we're trying to look for actual reasoning as to why it's okay to like kill these animals. They have a conscious experience. They have a sentient experience. We have a conscious and sentient experience, and that, to me at least, is the kind of axiomatic truth at hand here, which is to say that it's self-evident. We give humans moral worth, in my view, because that we have this faculty of consciousness. We can observe the world around us. We can be moral agents. Well, a lot of animals can also be moral agents, and they don't require the same level of intelligence because babies are less intelligent than us, for example. Disabled people are less intelligent, and we don't kill them. So I don't see any logical reason other than to just like basically beg the question and assert that God permits it. So do you have anything that is outside of your theology, to be completely respectful of your theology? But do you have anything outside of that to actually justify what you're doing? Because I think that that's just ultimately going to be begging the question.
Fahad also said God.
Okay.
Then I should
I
update
got your
it.
question. So
You have two.
first of all, to answer to your question, I'm a Muslim and I see the world
There you
through
go.
the scope of Islam.
Just on time.
And Islam did tell me that it's okay to eat animals, not to kill them, which, to be more general, to eat them like anything else. And if you don't want to eat animals, then it's okay. You have nothing to do. So in the scope of morality, I see it okay to eat animals, but we have limit on this thing. If you just killing animals for fun or abuse the use of animals, then this is morality wrong. We all agree on this thing. There's no righteousness person say that abusing animals is wrong, is right.
I think we can get to the bottom of this question the bottom of this answer if I'm to ask you a question. Does Allah not permit like the murder of certain beings because that it's morally wrong, or is it morally wrong because he doesn't permit it? Right, like that's the question at hand here. Like, is there actual intrinsic like moral badness and like negative utility in killing humans or any kind of sentient being? Right, let's stick with humans because you think it's morally bad to kill humans because that God says that that's the case, or is it because that he's saying it's the case because it's intrinsically bad? Which do you believe?
Well, so you want us to talk about humans instead of animals, so we can get to a sharing point?
Because we agree on this point that it's wrong to kill humans, right? So
he said something really important. Killing animals for fun is ultimately like unethically wrong, and I think that's a really important thing to just stick on.
Listen, as Fahad says, Fahad, listen. As Fahad says, you can eat whatever you like.
Oh, bro.
If you want to eat
Brain
vegan, you
death.
can eat vegan. If you want to eat
brain death,
that's fine. I think we moved on a little bit from that. I'm just asking for Fahad, like, whether because I'm going to lead it back to like what he was saying before about it's not good to kill animals for fun. I really want to hone in on that and just ask, like, do you think that God, and I'm using humans as an example because we agree on that point. Do you think that God doesn't God doesn't permit the murder of humans, right, for fun? Because is it just bad because he permits it, or is it because that it is intrinsically morally bad? Like there's some kind of morality, right, outside of that?
Yeah, because it's morality wrong. Even atheists think that killing a human being is wrong because in our instincts as a human being, we have this sharing morality.
We kill people all the time.
Right, exactly. And you would agree that moral intuition also applies to other conscious sentient beings, clearly, because look how many people are vegetarian and vegan, and look how many people don't kind of videos of animals being because it hits home and feel like, so clearly there's something within us, some sort of disposition within us that kind of makes us, it pulls at our like heartstrings or emotions when we see this content or when we're exposed to it with our actual eyes, right? I don't see why that wouldn't be the case. I don't see why that would be if it was morally fine.
Sorry, there was an interruption. I did not hear what you said.
That's okay. I'm just wondering why you think that, like, so you're saying that without a purpose, right? It's not okay to kill animals, right? But aren't we the ones who are like sort of inserting that purpose in the sense of like, calories?
Yeah, okay. So I will give you my straight point. And in animals, let's talk scientifically away from religion. In animals, there are important elements for a human being to live. We cannot find it in a vegan diet. So this is proof that we need animals.
Whoa.
Well, this is.
I've been vegan for 10 years. How the fuck am I alive?
Like B12, where you can't find that.
I see what you're saying, VPN, but I think that this the issue is that like when you give like a personal experience or like a vegan strongman, people are just like, oh well, the vegan strongman's on steroids or the or whatever. Somehow that apparently gives them nutrients, right? They don't seem to understand. So I think that you need to be aware that every single like protein that these animals have in their body and like all of the nutrients that they have, it's originally being derived from like the plants that they eat, right? And there are non-essential nutrients like taurine, carnitine, etc. that our bodies make of ourselves, as well as cholesterol, right? So we don't require these nutrients. We don't need like an overabundance of these nutrients. What we need is to actually be informed and well educated on like how to acquire all of these nutrients from a plant-based diet, right? And you can easily do that. You can look into it. It's like learning to ride a bike, right? I can't explain to a 4-year-old like how to ride a bike without it actually trying and testing it out itself. It's going to end up like falling on its face, and then I'm going to be a terrible father, right? So it needs to it needs to actually itself, right? Learn itself.
I also wanted to say, similar to your friend, you can just go on AI and ask AI, like the other guy did. He asked the AI about protein, and he realized, oh yeah, he was wrong.
Yeah, and actually I did a little search, and there are some vitamins you can have, and it will be completely okay for you to complete on a vegan diet.
Yep.
But I have
That's how I do
a
it.
question, which is, do you have any proof that eating meat is wrong on a human body or physical?
Well, I know that there's like typically like if you're eating like a lot of certain kinds of animal products are going to be high in saturated fat and cholesterol. When you eat a lot of dietary cholesterol, it can raise your low density lipoprotein cholesterol, your LDL cholesterol. This is the cholesterol that
I like this
most
guy.
medical doctors are going to
He's
test for to
answering the
ensure
question.
that it's not raised, and this can contribute to
Very
like
smart.
calcification in the arteries, like an arterial plaque building in your arterial walls. And obviously the leading cause of death worldwide is going to be heart disease, and we can see that the leading cause of heart disease is atherosclerosis, which is plaque formation within the arterial walls.
Absolutely.
There is a lot of debate over this. There's a lot of people that seem to be under the illusion that cholesterol is actually good for you because the body makes up cholesterol itself. That's kind of that's the answer in and of itself. The body makes cholesterol itself. You don't need an overabundance of cholesterol in it, and it can lead to heart attacks, strokes, cardiac arrest, etc. So I think that it would probably be wise to not eat that, right?
Can I also just jump in? Yeah, so similar to VPM, like we're not gonna sugarcoat it and say it's all bad. Sure, at some points you can find a balance where killing animals can still be healthy for you or whatever. But we're basically saying that like there is no need to do that. For example, because you can do it, you can be healthy without it. You can be healthy without killing animals.
I know,
So if
I know. Yes. Yes.
yeah, but I'm just telling a friend. Like, sure, you can find a healthy amount of meat that you can find, but why should we still kill animals if we don't need to do it?
True.
Well, the answer to this, there is nothing. There's no answer to this. If you can avoid eating animals with a good replacement, then why not? It's okay.
Can I ask a question?
But let me complete, if you may. The point is, I don't believe that there is a good alternative
I'm alive.
to quit meat for good.
I have a quick question which can kind of help with this entire conversation. This is why I have like my drawing kind of ready. If you found out that the only reason you consume animals it's because yummy in my tummy, do you think that's a good reason to? Do you think that's a good reason to kill animals?
No, this is a silly reason.
Okay, so if you find out today, and this is a proposition, I'm gonna throw it on the table, and then I'll let Saul talk after. If you find out today you can be healthy on a vegan diet, like starting today, if you find out hypothetically that within your means where you live, you can be healthy and you can be
cheap is
vegan.
life.
Should you go vegan?
I won't start today. I will start now.
Okay, so if you find that right now that you can be healthy and you can be vegan right now, do you think you should go vegan?
Yeah, I should if I have the proof.
Okay, so there you go.
I can take
So-
over if you want, or you can do so, whichever. I have like presentation and stuff.
And I'll just add like a few things, and
Sure.
then I'll let you go because I think you're more like informed on this. But I was just gonna say to Fahad, is it? I think that not to sound like rude, because you seem like an intelligent individual, genuinely. But I think that it's good. It's important to keep in mind that like it's impossible to learn like what you think that you already know, right? Like there's many fields, like I don't know, sort of phenomenological research, like psychological research, like etc. Many areas in my life that I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I think I'm fairly well educated in other areas. And I think that if you truly feel like you have a moral aversion to harming like conscious sentient animals just simply on the axiomatic basis, the self-evident basis that they have feelings, emotions, they have like likes and dislikes in similar ways to humans and dogs and cats, right? Then I think that already exists within you intrinsically, right? And I think that the next step is like acting in accordance with that empathy, right? Like actually transferring that empathy into action, you know. And I understand that obviously you have your religious views and everything, but I think that it would also be in line with what like what God would want, right? Which is to say that causing suffering where it's unnecessary it's just that it's unnecessary, it's not required. Why would you do it, you know? So, but yeah, I'll let talk.
Yeah, thank you, Sol, and I will do more research about it.
Okay,
And if
I can help.
find
I can
a
help
future placement for it.
some of research. I can help you start, right? So, for instance, I have this on my screen: the position of American Dietetic Association. It's not incredibly helpful just to read the position itself. If you want to go like deeper into research, you probably should like read the entire thing and the citations and stuff. But I don't know if you have like enough time for that. So
no, I have.
I have a quick question first. Do you think a better question for Fahad would be, what would convince you to go vegan today? What kind of evidence would convince you to go vegan today?
Yeah, they answered it though, right? If we prove it that it's unnecessary, if they can do a vegan, like a vegan diet, surely we don't need to prove to you, Fahad, that you don't need leather, right? For instance, or you don't need to go to zoos and stuff like that. You don't need like the sidekick in exploitations like zoos, circuses, leather, silk, all of that stuff you can avoid, right?
Yeah.
So
This
it's
is
only
clear.
like us proving to you that you can be on a plant-based diet, you're not going to die, you're not going to become unhealthy, all of that stuff, right?
Okay, but VPM, the main question for me and the main struggling thing is go vegan is enough and a good replacement for me to quit meat?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Is go vegan is enough replacement to quit meat and make the world better?
Oh, well, you can go further if you want. If you like want to leave the least problematic impact on the world, you can probably do other stuff. I do a lot of other stuff, right? I consider the environment, try to reduce, reuse, recycle as much as I can. I save electricity, I save water. I volunteer for like, haven't done it for too long, but I sometimes volunteer like to cook for the homeless, stuff like that, right? You can do more, but when it comes to the proposition of it's immoral to exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff, veganism is the way. Veganism will also put you in a very good position when it comes to environmental stuff. For instance, like just by like eliminating animal slaughter and animal exploitation from your diet, you like I don't know the number, but I think the number that I came to is like you reduce 19% of your personal greenhouse gas emissions, depending on how much you consume now, obviously, just by going vegan. That's like 1/5 of your greenhouse gas emissions. That's a fantastic contribution to like leaving the world better than like the alternative of like doing nothing, you know?
Yeah, I get your point.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for this conversation. I will take it will be in mind, and I have to go now. So thank you guys.
Can I give you another link? I put one link in the chat. Can I give you just another link, just in case you decide?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, and I just took a screenshot about what you have showed me on the live.
Yeah, no problem. And you can access this site from forever. But I just want to give you this how to go vegan. There are a few guides there, a few ways to do it. You can choose one that's best for you if you decide to go vegan, right?
Okay.
Awesome.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Just before you go, I just quickly want to say, like, being vegan is just a moral baseline. Like, everyone should be vegan. Just how everyone should respect humans, everyone should also respect non-human animals, right? That should be the base. We should not cause harm to animals unless we absolutely have to. That's the baseline. Yeah. And then, like, if you want to do more, you can do more, and there are ways to do more. But just the baseline, just the default, should be vegan.
Yeah, and Felix, to be honest, this is morally sound, right? So I will search more about it.
Awesome.
Exactly. Now you're saying a good thing, Felix, by the way. So we are, as humans, all of us have to respect each other. We have to respect every different thing that you have about your life in general.
And others' lives, yes.
Yeah, our lives in general. Like, for example, you drink, let's say, you drink coconut. For example, I also drink coconut, but maybe Fahad, he doesn't drink coconut. So we're not gonna attack Fahad because he doesn't drink coconut.
Bro, do you feel attacked, Limit? Do you feel attacked by this channel?
Sorry?
Did we attack you or Fahad so far?
No.
Then why are you saying all of this irrelevant stuff? We are not into attacking people here. We're here into asking questions.
I can explain, Limit. I can explain. If Fahad wants to go, by the way...
You understand me wrong, my friend. You misunderstand.
Limit. I'll explain to you exactly just kind of my position. Also, Fahad, if you want to go, you can go. We don't want you to. We're not going to grab you for more conversations. Anyway, Limit. Look, the issue is, right, if there is someone like me who does not want to cause any harm to humans and animals, right? That's good. That should be the baseline. That should be like the best thing as someone can do, and just the default. But if someone's like, I only respect these individuals, not these individuals, there is something like wrong over there. It's like, why are you not okay with respecting these individuals? Our position, even as babies, we respect animals, we respect humans, right? But we within these societies, we are learning how to disrespect, and that's problematic. We learn how to be okay with causing violence to animals. That doesn't have to happen. And there's something wrong with that.
By the way, if anybody wants to have a one-on-one conversation with me in my chat, you can join the Discord server and I can answer your questions. We can have like a conversation about morality of exploiting and slaughtering animals. Let me know. Just let me know.
We as Arabs, we like cats and we care about them. So I was just comparing my cat with these other animals who was just slaughtered and killed. And I see it morally right if we equal them together and see that it's wrong
That's how
to
I went
slaughter
vegan
animal for
through
no
a cat.
necessary reason. Yeah, so this is my base about my research.
That's how I went vegan.
That I will do.
Perfect.
But keep in mind, like, cats don't understand good from bad, right? But we do. So we should take actions upon our own individuality. Like, when I look at an action, I should value what I personally do when it comes to these issues. And then if I want to, I
Perfect.
became vegan, so now I care what other people do. And what I can do is talk to people like yourself, like, hey, bro, you sound like a nice person. Are you nice to animals? Oh, you're not? Okay, let's talk about it.
That's, by the way, how I went vegan. I saw a cat injured, and I completely, immediately made the connection between that cat and a piece of meat that I was eating at that time. So yeah, totally valid way to go vegan.
Yeah.
Because cats, just like any other animals, just want to live, and we should just give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But BPM, you misunderstand me, my friend. I'm not saying you attacking me. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah, but it's kind of irrelevant because it's not what we do.
My friend,
No,
there's some people. No, wait, BPM. There is some people, not you. I'm not saying you. There is some people. They are attacking other people.
What does that attack look like? Please tell me about that attack.
Sorry?
Tell me what that attack looks like.
Attack. There's a lot of ways.
Yeah, well, give me a specific example because you're saying some people do this.
Yeah.
Find one example of people doing it and tell me what it is.
Okay, I'm just answering. Give me. I want to read that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm crass as fuck.
No problem. So attacking, it means attacking by your shouting why are you doing? This is also attacking, means attack, and also maybe they can touch us, like what it's called in English, touch us.
Assault,
exactly.
Wait, vegans assault non-vegans?
Sorry?
I'm asking if vegans assault non-vegans.
We assault who?
Also, just real quick, are
Never
you saying
mind.
protesters are assaulting people when they are shouting?
No, I'm saying some people I've watched on social media, on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the people that are vegan, like you guys.
Never
There's
seen
some
them.
of the people they listen. Just
I'm
give me a moment.
listening. I'm listening actively. I'm sorry.
They're
I'm gonna
going
shut
out
up.
of the streets. Okay, they're going out of the streets and they're putting this. They have this written. Vegan, you eating animals, killing animals, abusing animals.
Never seen such a thing.
And they're shouting to the people that are not vegan. So there was a person, he was eating chicken in front of them, and they were they what's it called in English?
Wait, so the person knew that there were vegans and they bought a chicken and started eating chicken in front of the vegans, and vegans said, what you're doing is wrong, and yelled at them. You find that to be assault?
I'm not saying assault if he touched him, but I'm saying they are attacking him by mouth.
With words. Attacking with words.
Attacking with words.
Exactly.
So,
With word, yeah.
so the person came in there into the vegans' faces, showing them something that vegans find incredibly immoral. He did that on purpose, and vegans retaliated by yelling at them.
Okay, nice question. Nice point. I mean,
Yeah.
Look, I will give you why he does that. Okay, I will tell you the reason. Because it's very okay. I respect what you're saying. I respect that you're vegan. I totally respect that. But why would they go outside of the streets and they just block the streets and just for saying no, you're using the animals?
Oh yeah, I can answer that.
No, wait. Is that moral for you, my friend?
Oh, I can answer that. So they doing this because it's they realized that it's highly immoral to kill trillions of animals every single year, and 99% of the population, not only do they not see the problem with it, they also attack, put themselves into the vegans' faces and assault vegans with words, right? Attack vegans with words. So 99% of the population are doing something incredibly immoral, and vegans are trying to stop it. by very
understand you.
peaceful means. If you are like upset about somebody like screaming that it's wrong to kill animals, tell me. Hold on, limit. Yeah,
Okay,
which thing is worse? Slitting the throat of an animal who's very similar to a dog or a cat, or pointing out that that thing is wrong, but not being so nice about it. Which action is worse, do you think?
Come on, VPN, come on, please.
Sorry,
be fair,
what's the problem with the question? Can you answer the question?
You're asking me something, it doesn't compare, like, it doesn't, how can I say it? It doesn't fit your question,
Yeah,
my friend.
so
I'm
like
sorry.
slitting the throat is worse, right?
I'm asking, is eating meat natural or not?
Okay,
I
thanks,
ask
VPN. I totally understand you. Okay, but what I mean
I can repeat
is,
the question. I can repeat the question. Try
you
to.
didn't answer my question, by the way. When I told you you are blocking the street, is that moral for you? Yes or no?
So I don't do that, but yes, I would say yes, because it's trying to prevent a worse moral atrocity. So that's why I'm asking you a question. What is worse, cutting a throat of an animal, killing them, or pointing out that killing animals is wrong and like doing it in a way that is not nice? Which action is worse?
Worse, that you're blocking the streets and you're annoying the people.
Sorry, you think annoying people is worse than cutting the throats of animals?
Yes.
You think killing sentient beings is better thing to do than annoying some people?
Exactly.
Your morality is fucked. I'm sorry.
Wait. Imagine if I was punching my dog.
Guys. I think he's getting the question wrong. I don't know. But
no, I know, Fahad, I know what he means. He's saying, is it what is worst?
Yeah.
So I understand what he's saying. Okay, Fahad, the problem is you explained to them very well about animals and everything, and they are still seeing that we're abusing animals. We're not abusing animals. Period. That's it.
Okay, I get you. But this is because you guys have different standard. And it's very obvious.
Maybe okay. Listen, I respect Felix. I respect that you as Felix, you see.
Wait, I used very specific words. I didn't use the words animal abuse. I said, is slitting the throat of an animal that is similar to a dog or a cat worse than annoying some people? And you said no. Annoying people is actually worse than slitting the throats of animals.
Yes, I will tell you why. Yes, I will tell you why. Okay, I'll tell you why, VMP.
Jesus Christ.
VPN. Because as Felix said, we have a different. How can I say it? A different thinking. Okay, maybe VPN. You see it by your mind.
Oh, I think I remember what I said. You guys got conditioned to see animal abuse and animal harm as an okay thing to do, so you don't see it as a bad thing. Because as a child, your country teaches you to be okay with causing violence to animals.
Felix, okay, I understand you. Felix, it's not abuse. We are as humans.
Okay.
Nobody called it abuse. Limit, you're putting words in Felix's mouth right now. Nobody called this abuse. I said stab in the throat, right? Felix said killing animals or something like that.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying Felix.
Right? We didn't invoke abuse, so why are you talking about abuse? Just seems like weird.
Okay.
Violence.
Violence.
The ceiling float that you're saying, VPN. We in our religion or whatever it is, okay. When I was burned in this life, VPN, my family, my everyone, dad, father, my family, they told us that we can eat some.
So you got conditioned. Your family conditioned you to be okay with causing violence to some animals. Your family said these animals. Look at all of these animals. I'll show you and point to you which animals you should be okay with causing violence. That's bad. Telling children it's okay to be violent, it's bad.
It's not violent. Why do you take it as a violent?
Do you think killing another individual is violent? Causing harm to another individual is violent?
Wait, let me see it in the.
I can show you the definition of violence again.
No, yes, I know. I just saw the translate. Listen, my friend, trust me, Felix. I swear to God, VPM, Felix, you're two good people, and I totally understand what you're saying, but it's not violent. Trust me, my friend.
I'm not a pacifist, Mike, and I told you that
Can you
already.
explain to me how shooting someone in the head is not violent, please?
Okay.
So you again assume stuff about me or about our position.
Of my religious, that before we cut their law or their.
Okay. Is cutting the throat violent? Is cutting someone's throat violent?
If some of the if for the animals, no, it's not violent.
It's not violent to cut someone's throat. So some individuals.
For the animals, only animals. Yes, not violent.
What the fuck is the definition of violence?
Okay, so could you explain to me, because violence as a definition of it is causing harm. How are you not causing harm to the animal by slitting their throat?
Nice question. Because I told you, there are studies. They say that we are allowed to cut them from this float.
How is it not causing harm or death to the animal by slitting their throat? How are you not killing / harming the animal by slitting their throat?
So limits, just to help you out, right? I right now have the definition of violence on the screen. Right, so its violence is characterized as the use of physical force by humans to cause harm to other living beings, such as pain, injury, disablement, death, damage, and destruction. So, do you think any of those apply to slitting the throat of a living being? I think this should be sentient being. Does this apply to slitting the throat of animals, do you think? The word violence, right?
Yes. You know what means violence, VPN?
I just told you what it means. I literally just read it out for you.
No, wait. I understand you, VPN. Violence, it means anif. Anif in Arabic, I know what. So violence, listen, violence when you attack the animal, as you said. Wait, just listen.
No, this is the use of physical force by humans.
No, just listen to me, please.
No, you veer into unnecessary stuff, right? We have the definition of violence right now on the screen. No, I will not let you. We have the definition of violence right now on the screen. Please tell me how cutting the throat of an animal isn't violence based on this definition.
Violence is characterized as the use of physical force by humans to cause harm to other living beings, such as pain, injury, disablement, death, damage, and this. Okay, nice. Speak.
Yeah. So.
Well, I have Arabic definition as well. I'll put it in the side channel. It's literally the same thing. I'm not sure why you're getting your own definitions. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, you listen, guys. I respect you. You have to respect.
Sorry?
Okay. I said you have to respect what I'm saying as well.
Well, if you tell us you should respect me being okay with killing someone, no, we do not have to.
Felix, that's why I'm trying to explain to you. Just give me a moment.
But don't tell us who to be respected to or who to respect, because I will never respect someone who causes harm to individuals I care about.
Felix, I agree with you, by the way. I'm not different.
Then why the fuck did you just say that we have to respect you? You cause violence towards animals. Why should we respect you?
Wait, yeah.
To feel you.
They left.
Maybe connection, maybe something, I don't know.
Or maybe they're another victim of VPM. They'll come back in a second and tell me how I victimized them.
Because if they saw someone burning a Quran in the street, they would just do nothing?
Oh, that's a good question. Lalo, that's a fantastic question.
Well,
I'll steal that.
You can even ask, like, hey, is that violent? Shooting someone in the head? No, but covering. Like, bro.
This drives me insane that people can't even admit that it's violent to cut the throat of an animal.
The things, the thing is also the kind of respect that he wants is not just basic respect as a human being but he wants our approval.
Yeah.
He wants us to, and if he were to respect us as approval, then he would just do what we are saying. So he is not respecting us in that way either. Like, so.
It's a fair point, Sue.
Also recently looking for arguments against, like, oh, this is permissible by the holy book, but there are many things Muslims don't do that are permissible. Just because something is permissible doesn't mean they need to engage in, right? Recently I've been looking for exact things that they do, like maybe donating organs. I think most Muslims don't engage in donating organs, but it's technically permissible by the Quran.
Yeah, I think Orthodox Jews don't donate organs either. But they have to be like, I know so little of actual Judaism, but I think they have to like be buried whole or something like that. But yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Prioritizing this like thing that is like basically a tradition over saving the human life. It's crazy. Sign up for your donor card, guys. I have my donor card. It's meaningless where I am though.
Yeah, VPN.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to trigger like a lot of people, just say that people shouldn't have the ability to make children by default. Because that's actually my position.
I think I might be able to sign off on that if we discuss it a little bit more, but let's not do it right now. Black Rose, you wanna have a conversation? You've been listening for a while. You have a mic, Black Rose? Hold on.
Black Rose is vegan, I believe.
Oh, okay.
They never speak.
I apologize. They just don't have the vegan label?
They should do.
I don't see it. I click on their
No,
profile.
they don't. No, yeah, Black Rose has been here lurking for a long, long time. Months.
Okay. Ruslan, you're still here. What do you think? Have your mind been changed a little more somehow? Or less?
Guys, I have a question if you don't mind.
Absolutely. We're here to answer.
We absolutely mind. That's, I'm joking.
So I've been listening for a while, and I think there's a lot of good arguments. But like, I have a question regarding like in some areas in the world, for example, like in Africa, in the Sahel region, a lot of people, they don't have access to plants, and their only way of like their only access to food is through meat, and that is like camels, cows, and so what is like your answer to that? Like they cannot have access to plants, so what they should do? Because their only survival is...
Yeah. I'm actually gonna like contest your claim, and I'm gonna show you something if I can find it. God damn it.
Sure.
So let me see. Crop depth, muscle strength, cost of religion. Let me just jump in there. I think it's in the Carnist bingo. Yeah. Oh no, it's gonna be in detrimentals. Yeah. To humanity, something like that. Sorry, it's gonna find me. It take me a second to find it. But basically, I'm gonna yap while I'm looking for it. So basically, what's happening right now in Africa is that they're actually moving away from raising animals, because guess what animals eat? They eat grass. Do you think there is a lot of grass in Africa? They also eat like plant food, so like crops and stuff. So if human beings in Africa cannot raise enough human food, so plant food, to feed themselves, how are they gonna afford feeding the animals? Who also, by the way, drink, especially cattle, drink 10 times more than human being every single day. The crops that they eat 10 times more than human beings, so the crops need to be watered as well, right? So since Africa is like basically desolate, right? Generally speaking, they have like a pretty low ability to grow plants. That's actually why they're moving away from raising animals for food. I can't find it right now. I've put it somewhere.
If you look in the chat, VPM, I've posted the Ethiopian farmers in the chat video, if that's what you're looking for.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. But where did I put it on my site is the question. But yeah, I can just like, yeah.
It's early morning in the village of
So
Iglo.
basically, my question is not like very generalized, but I'm saying
As he does
in
every
some
day,
specific
Hassan
areas,
Hussein Omar
there are
is
like, for
helping his
example,
herd of-
tribes, nomadic tribes. For example, in Ethiopia,
Mhm.
because someone posted about Ethiopia, I'm actually from Ethiopia, there is people called like Yafar, and they live like in the desert. It's
Mhm.
very hot.
Mhm.
And they would take their cows, and like mostly camels, and they go to far places, and then they get the grasses, and they come back to their
Mhm.
areas, and they don't actually plant, and because it's not easy.
Mhm.
So their only way of actually eating food is meat. So
Wait,
it's a
if
very
they can
specific.
travel to somewhere where there is like actual plant food, can't they just get the plant food?
No, like this, it's a grass. Of course, they're not going to eat grass, right?
Well, wherever grass grows, can't they just plant food? Just because they're
But that's
doing
not
it something
their
right now
tradition.
doesn't mean they can't do it either, like in another way, right?
Yeah, but the problem is like you're judging them by your own standard, and they don't really have the capacity. I'm not saying that the capacity,
Wait,
but
what's
their way of
the
thinking
evidence?
is completely
Hold on,
different.
I want to stop judging them by my standards. What's the evidence that they don't have the capacity to grow plants where grasses grow?
First of all, I don't think they will think of that as a solution, because they've
That
been
doesn't
living like
matter.
that
Do they
for
have the
hundreds of
capacity or
years.
not? No, hold on. You made the claim. You made the claim that they don't have the capacity to grow plants. So they go to a faraway place, drag the animals with them, just so that the animals could eat grass. So where there is grass, you can also plant crops, correct? Because there is like enough water, there is soil, all of that stuff, right? So please provide evidence that they don't actually have the capacity to do this.
Well, the problem is that it is not easy to as you say,
It's
to farm, for
easier
example. because-
to drag animals with you to where there is grass than it is to just like grow their plant foods there.
Yes, because they are nomads, and they do, go certain places and stay there for a while, and then they move to other areas. Also, you have to know that it is very hot, and it is not very, how do you say, it's not comfortable for them to do that.
So
what
they
I'm
are
saying is that-
nomads, so they're moving from one place to another, but they can't get access for food. Like, what do they do once they move like between places? What do the animals eat? They don't starve the animals,
they would
right?
Eat, no, they would eat grasses, and they would survive
Wait,
off mostly
they're moving
milk
from one
and-
place to another. So supposedly there is like a patch of grass here, a patch of grass there, and in between they're nomading. They're moving around, right? What do the animals eat in the between?
The animals, they eat grasses or some certain of plants.
So
and
they
that plant
take
is
the
not
grass,
eat,
yeah, so they take the plants and the grasses with them to carry it around, right?
Do you mean?
Yeah,
No,
they're nomading, right? They're going to one place, they're settling down there, the animals eat the grasses, and then they're moving to another place. So while moving to another place, surely they grab some food, some plant food to take with them to feed the animals on the journey, right?
No, they don't do that.
So are they starving
So
the
the
animals while
animals-
they're journeying from
No.
one place to another?
No, the animals, they would go to more further places, like every 2-3 weeks. And also, you have to look at the climate in that area. For example, it's very hot climate.
Sorry, you're not answering my question directly. I'm so sorry. So So the question is, while they're moving from one place to another, how do they feed the animals?
The animals, they would take the animals to different places. They don't take plants.
I understood that. You're not understanding me though.
Yeah.
So there is one area with some grass, and then there is another area with some grass, and those Ethiopian people are nomading from one place to another, correct?
Yes.
Yes. While they are nomading, while they are like walking around, what do they feed the animals? 3 times, 10 times I've asked so far.
So you need to. They don't feed the animals anything for a few weeks.
That's
why
crazy. That's animal abuse, and that's what you are thinking we should support.
So you're saying it's an animal abuse, but that's their way of life, and you're judging them.
I don't give a
based on
shit.
your- I'm
sorry,
not sure.
sorry. There are some countries in Africa that their way of life is female genital mutilation, correct?
Yes, there is. Obviously, there is.
As a female myself, do you think I should support their culture of cutting off the clitorises of women?
I don't think so. I think that's a very bad comparison.
There you go. So I don't have to support the culture of somebody if it's abusive.
I'm not
correct.
I'm not really saying you should support it. I'm just saying that
you literally said it,
people...
but let's move on from that. So culture doesn't justify doing something abusive, correct?
Yes, it doesn't. But I'm not saying this is cultural. This is an environmental pressure, and this is something that they've been doing for thousands of years.
Okay, so for thousands of years, some tribes do FGM, female genital mutilation. Is that a good justification to continue doing it?
No, it's not a good justification.
There you
but
go.
I
So
think
don't
this is a
use that
very good
justification to
comparison.
continue abusing animals.
It's survival. If
Yeah, they
don't
can
do that,
sit
will
down
die out.
somewhere. Sorry, they can stop being nomadic. They can sit down somewhere. They can waste less food. They can stop abusing animals, and they can grow actually more food in that place for themselves, right? To like have like good plant-based diets, as a lot of people in Ethiopia do. Correctly, I eat Ethiopian food all the time. A lot of it is fucking vegan, right? So they can stop being nomadic, they can sit down somewhere, stop abusing animals, starving them for several weeks, just because it's like tradition for them to do so. They can stop abusing animals, and they can like adopt a plant-based diet. They can eat injera without the meat, right? Or however you pronounce that
I think
shit.
there's a lot of misunderstanding. Ethiopia is a very diverse country. There are
Sure.
some
So
people
if
who
it's a
are
very
like,
diverse country, I don't see a reason to support some group of people just because they were doing it for thousands of years, just because it's their culture, to starve animals for thousands of years. So like for a couple of weeks, right? Every single time, just because they want to continue doing so. I'm not going to support animal abuse just because it's like cultural to them or something like that, right?
So you don't think they're justified?
No, absolutely not. Why do you think it's justified to abuse animals?
I'm not saying they're abusing animals.
So hold on.
The only way
If you
for them to
if I
survive.
if I starved my dog for 3 weeks, would you call that abuse or?
Of course, it is.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
there's
So
something
how is
you're
it not
misunderstanding.
abusive?
There is
How is it not
intentional.
abusive? How is it not abusive to starve other animals that are not dogs?
In this case, it's not intentional. That's
I
what
don't give
you're
a
not
shit
understanding.
if it's intentional or not. It's actual abuse. They're starving animals for 3 weeks. That's abuse, correct?
No, I think I don't think you're really understanding the point. You're
You
just
told
viewing
me
it
they're
from a
starving
very-
animals for 3 weeks, correct? They're not letting. They're not giving him any food. They just move from one place to another, and
because
while
they
they're
can't,
moving,
of
they're
course.
not giving them food. Correct?
How can they give them food if there is no food?
I don't give a
That's
shit
they are
why
moving
it's
around.
happening. I care that it's animal abuse. Correct? Not to feed an animal for 3 weeks. Is it animal abuse? Yes or no?
In this case, I don't think it's an abuse.
What's the difference between me starving my dog and that Ethiopian tribe starving the cattle?
You're starving your dogs you have the capacity to feed them, but they don't have, that is intentional.
What they can
and
do is they can
unintentional.
stop eating animals. They can sit down somewhere, stop being a nomadic tribe, even though they really want to continue doing it, and they can grow plants. That would be the sensible thing to do. Instead, what you're saying, well, they already have like cows, so they starve them for 3 weeks. They're not doing it intentionally. They've just been doing it for thousands of years.
So, do you think they have the same kind of thinking as you?
I don't give a shit what kind of thinking they have. Well, hold on. You wouldn't just justify. Hold on. You wouldn't justify my thinking if I was thinking that it's totally okay to starve my dog for 3 weeks. Correct? You wouldn't say, well, the VPM's thinking, their thinking is different than mine. You wouldn't say, well, that's fine then, because you would call that animal abuse. Correct?
I would call that an animal abuse because first of
Awesome.
all, you're doing
Would you
it
accept me doing this? Would you accept me abusing animals? Because my
Of course not.
mindset
Of course
is
not.
different than yours.
Of course not. I'm not. I
There
think
you
what
go.
you're doing
Why
in
are
that
you asking
scenario
me?
is an animal abuse.
Why are you asking me to accept the mindsets of people who starve animals for 3 weeks, and they do it often, from what you're saying? Because they go to one place, they stay there for a little bit, and then they move to another place. So once in a while, every couple of months, they starve animals for 3 weeks. And you want me to say, oh yeah, it's their mindset, so it's okay. I don't give a shit what their mindset is. They're doing something immoral.
But that's a problem. You see, that's where we are misunderstanding. You're not considering yourself to be in their position. You're only thinking from your own understanding. You're
Why
not
aren't
really
you
seeing their
considering the position of
mental
the
processes.
animals? Why aren't you considering the position
Because
of the
course
animals?
you have to, because every human being is different. Not
Why
everyone
aren't
is
you
like, for example,
considering
if
the
you're from
position of the
Europe,
animals? This is not answering my question.
The animals, they depend on those people.
Do you think it's a good idea, good thing for the animal to starve them for 3 weeks every couple of months?
I don't think so. But that's
So
the way
why
life
aren't you,
is, you know?
when you're saying, oh, this tribe of people, this is their life, right? This is how they live. This is how they choose to live, like a nomadic tribe. Why aren't you considering the animals and saying your way of life is fucking immoral?
I do consider it because, like I
So
said,
what they're doing is immoral, correct?
I don't think it's immoral. Morality. Can
Please
be-
justify to me to starve animals for 3 weeks.
They're not doing it intentionally.
I don't
It is
care.
because of the environment.
If I don't,
And there is
hold
no
on.
food.
If I
There is a-
starve my dog not intentionally, I just lock up the door and go fly away for 3 weeks, and I come back and my dog starved. And I didn't do it intentionally, right? I just forgot to put food out
It's
for them.
still a bad comparison.
Still bad
Yeah,
thing,
you're not
right?
really
No.
looking at it-
I'm just
No,
asking,
no.
why aren't you considering the thing that you find in one situation to be animal abuse, in the other situation you're saying, well, it's their mindset. They don't do it intentionally. They're starving animals.
I think that's called neglecting. So that's neglecting. But these people are not doing it intentionally.
I don't care. Is it animal abuse, or yes or no?
geographical.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't think
That's
it's
what
an
they
animal
do
abuse.
right now. They
It
can
is not,
change their ways.
Unfortunately.
They can change their ways.
It
They
is
can
not.
sit down somewhere and stop doing this.
Do you think that there is religious people in the world? For example, there are people from different countries who believe in different religions. Do you think they're going to change this in one day?
No, but I'm going to talk to each and every one of them and say to them, you are doing something immoral. Please consider stop doing immoral stuff. And I don't know why you're not doing it.
I don't think that's going to work because
Why?
you're assuming that they have the same level.
Wait. Sorry, go on. No, you go on.
No, I was just gonna say he needs to listen to what you're actually saying.
Well,
I am listening.
explain
but
it, because
what
I think I'm not
listening is like
explaining well.
more of angry response. You know, it's not really logical. It's just
Maybe the anger is completely justified and reasonable. You're fucking kicking animals into the slaughterhouse. At the end of the day, this is not about fucking, oh, I like vanilla, I like ice cream. This is about life and death. This is about innocent animals being killed. Of course.
What
this
about your
could
ancestors?
happen
What
here.
about your ancestors? They were dependent on meat.
I don't give a
You
shit
blame
about
them.
my ancestors, okay? My great-great-great-grandmother was raped, okay? If not, I wouldn't be here. Is rape okay now? No, it's not. I don't give a shit
Am I
about
talking about rape? Why are you conflating many
No, no,
things
no,
like
no.
this?
No,
This.
I'm conflating your shitty argument. Your shitty argument was posed as, oh, your ancestors did this and they needed to do that. Therefore, I'm going to do the same thing today. That's your argument, right?
No, I'm actually not saying that your ancestor did that and then you have to do it. What
Well,
I'm
then
saying is
why do
that
you
there was
bring
a
up my
certain time.
ancestors?
There was a certain time where people have to do certain things to survive.
Yeah,
For
and
example, that's
how
what
is
I'm
that
saying.
relevant? Yeah, how is that
Is
relevant?
it relevant because these people, their environment is not good enough for farming, and
Whose
and it is
people you're
very
talking about
hot.
now? Whose people you're talking about? My ancestors?
No, no, I'm talking about the first,
Oh, there you go.
the initial topic. I'm not talking about your ancestor.
Yeah, well, if we're gonna take it back to reality now, we live in 2025. We're talking over the internet, probably in different time zones. I'm pretty sure you can be vegan, right?
I'm actually not talking about myself. My question was
Then get
very
the fuck out.
specific. I was talking about very specific people. It's not just in
Yeah.
Africa. There are many people who
Yeah.
are, you know,
Hand,
nomadic in
yeah,
Asia.
hold on. So let me ask you, do you know the Hadza in Kenya?
Yeah, they had the tribe, of course.
Yeah, the Maasai tribe. Do you know in Africa as well, in Kenya? Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they have the capacity to be vegan?
Well, I think some of them they do. For example, the Maasai, maybe, because there is a farming land in Kenya. But that's what I'm saying. Afar, if you look at the Afar and geographically, it's a very, very hot area.
Yeah. So tell them to move. Tell them to move to another area. Tell them to move like next to Maasai. So on my screen, I'm showing now Maasai people, like Maasai warriors, eating in a vegan restaurant. I think this is heaven. I think when people can move to a place where they like have access to like plant food, I think they should do it. You think they should like continue abusing animals, and I don't know why.
I'm not saying they should abuse the animal. I'm just saying that they are justified in eating meat.
Oh, the same
Because of
thing.
the
That's
environment.
you're saying the same thing. It's as
So
if you're
they should
saying,
die out.
hold on. It's as if you're saying, I'm not justifying the Holocaust. I'm just justifying people's will to want to slaughter Jews, right? You're saying the same thing because the result of them eating meat is that they abuse and slaughter animals. So, like saying people should have the right to eat meat is like saying people should have the right to abuse animals. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't think they are abusing the animals. I think they just, as the first guy said,
I'm
they
sorry.
would slit
The
the
person
throat
who
and then-
says that starving animals for 3 weeks is not abuse is fucking crazy. You're crazy,
yeah,
sir.
but they're not doing it intentionally. You have to blame the environment they are
Sorry.
born into. Why are
Again,
you blaming the people?
We're repeating ourselves. We're going in circles because I proved to you that even when I don't unintentionally starve my dog, that's still animal abuse, correct? If I did it unintentionally, there you go. So I
Yeah, it's
don't
neglecting,
understand.
yeah.
I don't understand why all of a sudden when this Ethiopian tribe does it unintentionally, how the fuck do you do something unintentionally? You walk around for 3 weeks with animals whom you don't feed. How the fuck is that unintentional?
Because of the environment. I don't think you're really understanding.
Here is the thing, right? I don't understand why like they're moving from one environment to another. So they can just like stay in an environment where there is grass, and where there is grass you can grow plant foods as well, right? But instead you're saying, no, it's not abuse because it's their environment, where you yourself said they're moving from one environment to another. And in some environments, they have like an ability to grow plants. So please stop justifying animal abuse just by like culture or whatever the fuck, or like an environment, when you yourself said there are some environments in which they find themselves, to which they walk, where they can grow plants. So stop being animal abuse apologist, right? And let's talk about yourself. You are not in those environments. You have access to the internet. Why aren't you vegan?
Oh, personally, I guess I don't have to be a vegan. There's no reason.
Then why are you talking about tribes in Africa, my man?
No, like I said, my question was very specific. I was asking you guys, like your views on those people. I was
Okay.
asking if they are justified.
Okay, let me show you something. So I'm sharing my screen again. You can see the screen, right?
Let me see.
Yeah, look at my screen. Can you see it?
Just one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, two possible worlds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so world A, we exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. World B, we don't exploit and slaughter animals for unnecessary stuff. Which world is more moral?
I think the second one, B.
Awesome. So is this like good enough justification to be vegan?
Yeah, of course. If
There you go.
I mean,
so now we found a reason for you to be vegan. You have any other issues?
Well, I think humans, they would have to eat meat to be, you know, in their best, healthiest.
Oh, sorry. What for?
Healthy,
what for exactly?
To be healthy, I think.
Oh,
There's a lot of
what's the evidence for that?
Other minerals.
What's the evidence for that?
Evidence is that our ancestors, they were eating meat, so...
Wait, our ancestors were healthy?
Shut up about the ancestors.
No. Hold on. So what's the evidence that our ancestors were healthy?
They died at 35.
Yeah.
They died not because they were eating meat. I think they were...
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is you're saying meat is healthy because our ancestors ate meat. So I'm asking, please provide evidence for the missing link, right? That our ancestors ate meat, therefore they were healthy, therefore we should continue eating meat because we want to be healthy, right? This is basically your argument. So please provide evidence that our ancestors were healthy and that you can't be healthy without meat today. But the first one first. Please provide evidence that our ancestors were healthy because they were eating meat.
I don't think I have an evidence for that, but I will
then
say
why how the fuck did you reach that conclusion then?
I think there is a lot of benefits from eating meat.
What are
That's
they?
what I heard, you know.
Oh, that's what you heard.
For example,
have you
high
examined
protein,
what
high
you
protein.
heard? Hold on. Have you examined what you heard or did you just accept it?
Well, I didn't examine, but I
Yeah.
ate it, you know. I ate a lot of meats.
Just
and I found
yeah,
it
just like
beneficial. For
sounds like
example,
plausible, right? To a person who wants to continue to eat meat, it just sounds plausible that like it's like healthy to eat meat. So now the question remains: what if you're wrong? What if I like take the burden of proof and show you that you're like actually just like incorrect and that meat is actually not healthy for us? Would you change your mind and go vegan? Since you already admitted that world B would be like preferential, right?
yeah, of course. If there is a lot of unhealthy things in meats, of course I'll go vegan.
Okay, so let's begin. You're still watching my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So generally speaking, so let's go to health food. So meat increases cancer risk. Oh, shit. There you go. So it's the processed meat is classified as group 1, carcinogenic to humans. The red meat is in group 2A, probably carcinogenic to humans. I think in a few years they're going to put it in group 1 as well. And we also have some limited evidence that things like poultry, so chicken meat or turkey meat, also increase your risk of gastrointestinal cancer and reduces your overall longevity. Cardiovascular disease, one of the main killers of people. So LDL causes atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. LDL is raised by eating saturated fat. So it is the position of this like position paper that eating saturated fat increases your risk of cardiovascular disease. What else do we have? I don't have anything on diabetes, I think. But just to make it really, really clear, this position of American Dietetic Association says that it's, let me just click on it so that we can do, right. So they're making the claim that vegetarian or vegan diets are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits in the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. They're specifically talking here about what the things that I mentioned: cardiovascular disease, cancer risk, and I think diabetes, but it wasn't included in this report. So it's healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits in the prevention of and treatment of certain diseases. I can give you links to all of these things. Are you convinced?
Yeah, I think that would be very great.
Keep in mind, Hunt, keep in mind, you're in a room full of vegans.
Yeah.
Some of us have been vegans for over 11 years, and some of us, me included, went plant-based because of health. I made the switch from the start because of health. Because I realized, okay, shit, I work out 6 times a day, maybe I'm gonna look at my diet for health as well. And then I realized, yeah, not only are plants healthier, oh shit, vegetables are healthy. Not only that, but yeah, many other benefits.
Yeah,
And
go
veganism,
vegan.
oh, yeah.
Hunt, what we're trying to say is go vegan, and I tagged you in the chat and provided you with several guides that can help you to go vegan, specifically in your area. If you go for challenge22.com, they can provide you with help in your specific area on how to go vegan.
That's really good. I will look into it. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, let's see. Yeah, thank you very much.
If you have any other questions, I promise to be less abrupt next time, right? It's just when people come to me with stupid prizes or stupid claims, I get upset. But if you need help, if you have more questions, more moral dilemmas, please come back. But until then, I think because you think world B is preferable, it's more moral, I think right now, until you have good arguments against it, you have the moral obligation to go vegan.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I will think about it. Thank you very much.
No problem.
That was a good conversation.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
Good conversation. I yelled at you for half an hour. But okay, I'll take it. I'll take the compliment.
No, I mean, I kind of enjoyed it, so yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good thing.
You have a abuse kink.
It's definitely a masochist.
Oh, God. All right. Anybody else in here? What's up, Birch? Oh, Birch
She's
is
as
vegan.
vegan as they get.
All right, awesome. Good lad. Anybody else?
Yeah, he's a real good lad, Birch. He's a good boy.
I take lad to be gender neutral, but I'm sorry if I don't need to take a breath, Ruslan. I'm breathing fine. I'm breathing fine. I'm
No
just.
problem.
Yeah, sorry, go on. Apologize.
No, so actually, I'm not the one to say no problem at all. It's Birch, but she thinks it's no problem at all, I'm sure.
Okay. You get. I understood. All right. Sorry about that. It's because vegan gaze is in the room, and vegan gaze is use salad as or lad as well as gender neutral. So I just do what vegan gaze does.
But you got to follow the cult.
I gotta follow the cult leader. I must. Oh shit, it's been 3.5 hours. Should I stick around to give the people who said 4 to 6 people will invoke God a chance? I don't know.
Well, you're a bit early for the Muslims yet, so you could be a while.
Shit. I should change maybe how I, what the criteria are. Because only people 0 to 3 have been winning. And people who take the chance of 7 or more, they're not winning. Ever. Oh, Brett says in my chat, no, don't do it, because I think Brett said that it's 1, 2, 3. All right. So maybe, I don't know, I'll wait for a few more minutes. Maybe we can have like another conversation. Bro. Did we start the event? Did we end up starting the event? Or?
I had to stop it
Okay.
hours ago
All right.
because it was overlapping on somebody else's, so I attended it.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay. I mean, if you can see there's not another one going at the moment, you can start another one.
I don't know if I can commit to like hours more of this. So I don't know about that.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
And goodbye.
What would be the motivation to come say hello and then leave immediately? Kind of silly.
Well, I guess it's better than meat is yummy and then leaving the channel.
Whoa, that's hell of a delay. Do you guys know this little graphic that I have on my screen right now? It's from a study that basically defined nutrient density of foods, because people keep claiming that like red meat or meat simplicity is like the most dense. So this graphic is really helpful because pig meat is somewhere here, bovine meat is slightly over it. And then there are like all these vegan foods that are like more dense, nutrient dense than meat. So it's really funny and really helpful.
What category is that under?
That's under beef. It's under carnist bingo, I think. And it's the first one. Beef is the most nutritious food on earth. So if you go right here in, it's got to be here in common arguments. Sorry. And then carnist bingo, and beef is the most nutritious food on earth.
I struggle to find some of them sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I need to find a good way to do an index, but every way that I try it just like looks weird and ugly. But you have to index, like you can't just control F this shit. Because it's basically like a picture. And when it wasn't a picture, it was like messy, not clickable. It was terrible. So I haven't found a good way to index this shit just yet. There is no possibility of like site search. You know what I mean? If I add like a search bar, it like just like searches the entire Google. And it's not searching only on the site. If I could add like a way to search just in the site, then you could actually find like a lot of stuff, but there is no option in Google Sites.
So it would have to be on private hosting before you could do that, wouldn't it?
I guess like if maybe like if I do WordPress or something like that, I could do it. But
yeah.
I've done this already. It's easy. So I don't know. If anybody has like an idea on how to index or like how to add a search bar that can search only in Google Sites, let me know. Because fucking ChatGPT, useless. It has access to Google Sites from 2010 or something like that. And so when it writes me down, yeah, you just do this and this and this, I go there and I'm like, there are not those options. They don't exist. And it's like, oh, you're right. Google changed it, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. ChatGPT, I'm mad at it.
Have you tried asking Gemini? Because that's Google's.
Sorry?
Have you tried asking Gemini to see if it knows a way to do it?
Oh, no, it's the same bullshit.
Okay.
But as I said today, I've actually got Grok to concede on the on Dias score being just like useless. Where did I put it? Put it somewhere. Oh, it's gonna be in digestibility. So protein digestibility. I now have to have like a tab on it. And there you go. It's Grok saying, yeah, Dias is bullshit. It doesn't work. Pan out. Sorry?
You've added it already.
Did I do what?
You've added it already.
Yeah, of course I've added it. I defeated Grok, obviously. It's like a flex now. I defeated Grok. Yeah, it's just like the more I read about Dias and how like just like plant like protein ends up like, you know, how people grow muscle and all that shit. The more I read about it, the more I start to understand that it's Dias is bullshit. Like it could be the case. It's like mechanism, right? It could be the case that where they measure it, the whatever the plant protein is like less bioavailable or whatever the fuck. But then you give like actual diets to human beings and they eat them, and the omnivorous diet and the vegan diet have the same fucking results in building muscle and like in muscle strength and muscle size. And if you say, well, we're not just talking about muscles, well, the body uses protein on everything essential else before it even thinks, quote unquote, about using it to grow muscle. So that's like the last thing that is actually built, right? So it's actually like a fantastic testament to Dias being absolutely non-applicable when it comes to actual real diets, because it's the last thing that the body does is building muscle. And if you eat, either you eat a plant-based diet or an omnivorous diet, you will be the same amount of successful in building muscle, which is the last thing the body builds. So obviously the body done all the other stuff first. It fed the brain, it fed the liver, it fed the whatever the fuck else protein does in the body. And then whatever's left it used to build the muscle. So there you go. Sorry. Thank you. This was my TED Talk. Hello, Isaac. What's up? Oh.
But wasn't Dias meant to be a generalized macro for poor populations rather than individuals?
Sorry, what was the question? Sorry.
Wasn't Dias meant to be generalized over poor populations rather than looking at applying it to individuals?
I don't know. It's mechanistic. Like, sorry, Schrodinger's straw man or whatever. Schrodinger's straw. You hot micing like crazy. Can you like, I don't know, lower your speakers and stuff? So I don't know what Dias would be useful for. I really truly don't at this point. Like, and they keep trying to do this, right? So I've done like a bit of a deep dive into it. So right now they're trying to like do Dias, right? Like the protein availability score by doing the experiments on human beings. So obviously because human beings are valued more in our society, they can't do what they do to pigs, which is like just put a stoma into their ileum and, you know, and stuff like that. Although they did do it, India is fucking crazy. They actually did it to human beings. They put like a stoma into their stomachs to test like a few digestibility scores or stuff like that, like a few true digestibility of proteins. But generally speaking, they don't want to do it. So they invented this system. It's called, what is it called? Dual tracer method. So they basically like feed you food, a formulated food, and they add like this isotope to it, and spirulina for some reason that I'm too dumb to understand. And then, sorry, some people are just annoying today. Like the feedback is crazy. So, and then, and then they can measure it somehow. Again, I'm too dumb to understand how they measure it. But basically, it's very comparable to DIAS, right? And yet still, you go to an RCT and there is no fucking difference. You just test it on a population with real food for like a month or two, and there is no difference. So what the fuck why is it important to us at all? Why, like, every gym bro is like, ooh, DIAS, ooh, bioavailability, ooh, need meat. So frustrating. Sorry. Schrödinger Strawberry, you wanna talk to us? Or? Are they vegan? No, you're not vegan, right? Yep. Schrödinger Strawberry? Mm-hmm. Listen, if somebody doesn't talk to me now, I'm going to continue lecturing people about DIAS. Somebody save both my chat and the chat in this Discord server. Somebody save them from this fate. Please. Please, somebody talk to me about veganism.
Oh, they're on the vegetarian. Come on, Schrödinger. You want to make up?
Bro, I'm all wired up. Come on. Somebody talk to me. Thank you. I love Slurpee sounds.
You're welcome.
Have you been on the Monster today, Big PM?
No, I did have like a energy drink, but the small one. The Monster is crazy.
Just a small one?
Yes.
Just the one.
And then 3
I had
coffees.
like a liter of energy drinks today.
I wish I could drink them all day, not gonna lie. But I do have sleeping disorders and I must limit myself.
I'm gonna have one right now. Right now.
This is unfair because I am addicted to them now thanks to vegan gays.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's just not fair.
Yeah, I am addicted to energy drinks now, and like in the middle of the evening, I'm like, fuck, I would murder for an energy drink. Not because I need energy, right? At that point, I'm just like starting to wind down.
But you know, what's the moral difference between a Red Bull and a chicken? How could you?
Absolutely none. But like my mind doesn't let it go. I just want the energy drink. So I think I'm addicted to them. I can recognize addictions because I get addicted to fucking everything.
Did you ever hear that energy drinks weren't vegan because they contained taurine and everyone thought that was bull semen? Because I thought that when I was younger.
I heard that when I was like 14. And then everyone thought it was true.
Oh, Jesus
I thought it
Christ.
was true until I went vegan and I was like, oh, okay. I better check if it is or not.
Yeah. Well, some of the energy drinks, like if they contain D3, it's probably gonna be real cholecalciferol and not light chain cholecalciferol, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I didn't consider that they could maybe have D3, but I don't really have like varied brands.
Yeah.
I only recently got back into them and realized they're like hacking.
Yeah. Yeah. Should I continue talking about DIAS then? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Schrodinger Strawberry asked VPM, do you value plants?
I value plants for the sentient beings that consume them. I think we shouldn't destroy entire populations of plants because those plants feed the humans and the animals. But I don't value plants for themselves. That question doesn't even make sense, or that statement doesn't even make sense, because plants are not sentient. They don't have the ability to experience life around them. And it's the experience, it's the sentience, the consciousness that makes somebody actually morally considerable for themselves and not for the external stuff. So no, the question is no, the answer is no, and you got a lecture. There you go. Appreciate that.
I value their ecological significance myself.
Yeah, sure, for the sentient beings in that ecological sphere, right? That's what I meant. I love the popping sound. Who's doing that?
What's everyone's favorite flower?
I don't have one.
Bat orchid.
You can value life for the sake of life. I don't know why. Give me a good reason and I'll start doing it.
Ask the rose analogy.
Yeah, I will. We just need to get that. I'm setting the trap, vegan gays. Be quiet.
I'm sorry, I just said, what's your favorite flower? And I was just thinking it's got to be a rose.
Yeah. A dozen severed heads is my favorite flower.
Classic.
Yeah, bat orchid is my favorite flower.
Nice.
What's the evidence that, or what's the argument at least for plants being moral patients? Schrodinger's strawberry. This is the time when you stop making claims and start making arguments and providing evidence.
It's also interesting. Like, why do you value moral patience anyway? Like, more than moral agency?
Why do I value moral patience? Well, moral agency
No, I
can...
want to know, like, the guy in chat's baseline. Like...
Okay.
Because that's going to, like, help define, like, how he views humans and non-human animals.
Yeah, I guess so. You value both. Yeah, I'm asking, why do you value life? Provide an argument and then provide evidence to support that argument. If you value life, you obviously value plants, animals, bacteria, viruses, plaque on your teeth. Oh, I guess plaque itself is a mineral, but it's the bacteria that gets them there, isn't it? I actually want to know if I'm correct about this biological fact. Sometimes there are some things that I have like holes of knowledge that are so deep that I'm like, I actually have no idea. Somebody told me once and I took it as like instant belief, right? Because I have like really good memory. So somebody 35 years ago could have told me that plaque is caused by bacteria and I'll believe that and never check it. So if I'm wrong, please correct me. Please save me from brain rot. Because I have no idea. Can I take the silence as validation that I'm actually correct?
I don't think there's any dentists in the chat.
Shame.
I think that even if we grant them that all life is valuable, you still ought to be vegan because you will be exploiting fewer living beings by being vegan.
Yeah. Well, unless they want to exploit the most living beings, if that's what they want to do, then I don't see how that's value, right? So, Schrodinger's strawberry, do you want to reduce your impact on the lives of living beings? Do you want to maybe exploit and kill the least amount of living beings? Is that like one of your values? Yes. So you should be vegan because here's the argument, right? Animals eat plants. Animals also produce and kill billions of bacteria every single day. If those animals didn't exist, the plants and the bacteria wouldn't suffer for those animals. So eating plants directly actually like minimizes your impact by like 90% on the plant life and by infinite amount on the bacteria life. No, we're not asking you if you agree or disagree with veganism. We're just providing you with evidence that you should be vegan, or at least the argument. Yeah, we don't care because we draw the line at sentience. That's what makes sense. Well, you exploit animals that eat plants, right? You drink milk. Oh, Jesus, you eat curd? Curd has like so many dead bacteria. You're slaughtering bacteria by the billions when you eat curd. You don't buy milk? I asked you if you drink milk. You have one of them. So what makes you a vegetarian? If the answer is no. Sorry, guys. I'll put to my chat so that you can see the answers. So everybody else, don't try something weird, you know? You're live now. Yeah, because vegan cheese is horrendous. Well, how does that justify you slaughtering billions of bacteria and billions of plants? That's a terrible justification for causing the most amount of life, the death of life, that you said you value. Holy shit. You're so fucking immoral. You kill the most amount of life and your justification is eating something else is disgusting. Terrible. Holy shit. Now people are appeasing my chat. Yeah, more memes.
Yo, what's going on?
You have to draw the line somewhere. Yeah, why don't you draw the line at the least amount of life dying for you or being slaughtered for you? Personal reasons. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So you're just immoral. That's the translation for it. Why are you mad? Because you made an ethical claim. You said, yes, I should kill the least amount of life ever. And then you're like, but nah, I'm not going to do it. So I'm just calling you immoral. I'm not mad.
Just want to point out that they strawman the vegan position by saying that, quote, I find it interesting that some vegans don't care at all for plants, when VPM actually just said that they value plants, as in they give nutrition and value for sentient beings.
Yeah, I value plants only as like an offering to the living, like the sentient beings. I don't value life itself. That's a silly thing to do. My body kills trillions of life every single day, every time I poop, every time I brush my teeth. It would be really, really incredibly silly for me to like value life, simplicity. No, I value the beings that want to live.
And even then, that's a huge strawman on the vegan position to assume all vegans don't care about plants. Because some vegans, I know a few at least, that actually think plants can be moral patients.
Oh, shit. tell them to come and talk to me. I'm gonna disillusion them from that understanding. I'm sorry, I'm on a warpath, I guess. Yes, but pragmatism is going... Sorry, it's pragmatic to say I'm gonna continue slaughtering trillions of living beings because there is like this specific food that I don't like. Eat other food, don't eat vegan cheese. Eat chickpeas, dumbass. Can you eat chickpeas? Schrodinger's strawberry. Or do you think you're not gonna survive without vegan cheese or other cheese or like non-vegan cheese? I'm not mad, I promise you. I'm just like, I'm just calling you a dumbass because you are, right? I'm just like pointing out a very obvious thing. Oh, this is a conversation, not a debate? No, then fuck off. I only debate. Okay, this has been funny, but let's see if we have someone in the chat. Inza 007, what's up? They look like a child though. Are you a child? CBM, what's up? What's up, CBM? You have a mic? What? What do you want? You can value life for the sake of life. Well, tell me why, though. Why should I? And I'll do it. Like, give me an argument for it, Jesus. I can value life for the sake of life, but give me a good reason to do so.
Or are we going to play Schrodinger's sophistry?
Yeah, Schrodinger's sophistry. Right. Let me just close some of those. I think I'm gonna go soon, unless somebody actually wants to have a conversation with me. Or with anybody else in the room. I'm sorry for hogging the conversations.
I should really be asking for a second text meet today.
Hey, Axel. We don't need to do any of that shit. We really don't. Hate hero worship. Despise it. It's a weird thing. Every time I like close the chat and then I open it, and then it jumps up back to the what's his name, Schrodinger Strawberries question. It's kind of weird and it's kind of annoying. I hate it. Can I like mark as red or something? What's up, Boabab or Baobab? Bow, bow, bow. They're gone. Shit. They're gone. All right, I think I'm gonna bounce, guys. I don't know. Miguel, unless you want to save the day and have a conversation with me. You have a mic, Miguel? Damn it. All right, see you later, guys.
Bye.
All right, so we only got 2 invocations of God. Whoever stuck around with me, if you are still here, guys, put 1 in the chat if you think this prediction thing, if I make it like an external link or like put it a link on my site or something like that, would you be able to play it there instead of playing in my like comment section? Let me know, so then I'll make the effort of making it happen. But if you prefer the way it's going right now, then I'm not gonna bother, right? So just to summarize right now, so I'm like asking you to make predictions in my comment, like in my post, like community tab on YouTube. It's a little laborious, it's a little annoying. So the question is, if I put like a link instead where you can like press a button and vote, would you prefer that, or do you prefer how it is now? Put one in the chat if link would be something that you would use. Put 2 in the chat if you like it how it is. You've got 300 fake points now. That's true. It's 100% true. And let me just take a picture of this. Yeah. Oh, no, let me take a better picture. There you go. And now I'm gonna write the results. Oh, you prefer it how it is today? Fuck. It's very laborious to me. But that's okay. I'll continue doing it until I find a good way to, frankly, to change it anyways. Because I think if the process is more automatic, that would be easier for everybody. What's the least work? I don't know. But like, I think people are generally enjoying this prediction stuff. So like, if I could automate it, make it into like an actual game somehow, I think I will. And Brett is just gonna have to appease me if he wants to continue playing. That's just how it goes. And I'm gonna fix the predictions because 1/3 has been winning the entire time. I think I'm just not like having enough conversations for it to be consistent. So I'm gonna put like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Next time, right? So to give people more of a fighting chance to make a correct prediction. I still think looking at Streamlabs, but no, it's not allowing that. I don't want it during the live stream. I want other people to be able to play as well, because a lot of people can't make these streams because I do them too early in the morning. Or like in the middle of the US time, at least, right? Like in the middle of US night and Australian, forget about it. So a lot of people can't actually watch the streams. So it would be like unfair to them. You know, no, it's fine. You have a lot on your mind. All right. Thank you very much for coming. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Please like the stream, subscribe.